Back-to-back nights live. So, I heard Paramount now wants to buy um, Warner Brothers. They put out they offered 108 billion or something like that. So if Paramount buys them out, they would have to pay Netflix like $2.8 billion. It's a weird thing going on. I don't know who's going to take it, but we'll see what happens as it unfolds. It'll be interesting. If I had to pick, I don't know which one I would want to have it. It's a lot of money. So, figure, I mean, Netflix, you know them, they would, you know, censor a lot of shit. Whereas Paramount might not do that. So, yo, what's going on, brother? Did you hear the news that's been going on? Where I said I might not upload that stuff? Yo, what's going on? Amaro. There's Leo. Kyle, what's going on? Let me pin Leo's link. So yeah, I was talking about how Paramount now wants to buy Warner Brothers for 108 billion, I believe, where Netflix offered like 80 something billion. I'm gonna do what I did with my second channel. Post documentaries. I'll talk. I'll still talk about everything. I'll talk about all the shows. But as far as clips, the copyrights, I can't really mess with that because this channel is 18 years old. I want to keep it. All right, Leo, I got you. If I do compilations, it will not be on YouTube. I got to figure out somewhere. But yeah, I can't because they're strict. If it's Netflix, they're strict. If it's Paramount, they'll be strict. Right now, as it is, they're not strict with some shows. Like the three that I post, they're not strict. In that regard, yeah, it's over for the little guy. But me, healthy as a fucking rhino, this guy. I will not be shaken down. I'll step up. Not a day over 76. How old was he when he said that to him? I forget how old he was because Frankie Valli's pretty old. Yeah, so do I want to talk about mob stuff like Nadu? I do that on my second channel. Me and the kid Pete X, we have a podcast. It's actually, I have a playlist on this channel with, we talk about a bunch of shit. But Nadu's quick with it. He'll come quick with the stuff. But yeah, I could do stuff like that. Plus, yeah, Nadu, he has a lot of good information. I have information of shit that he don't know about because he's not from where I'm from. I don't really I don't know. Nadu, I'm not. I don't want to say anything bad about him right now because I don't really know him. But I heard some shit with him where he begged Sammy the Bull for some he wanted to do something with him, and then he started shit talking him. I don't like that shit. If that's what happened, that's what Sammy said about it. Yeah, we talked about it on the second channel with the bananas, and we did a live stream a few weeks ago with all the current stuff happening with the bananas. And the Gambinos. We pretty much touched up on what all five families are doing, what Chicago's doing. We didn't talk about like Cleveland yet or Milwaukee too much. How do I feel about Joey Merlino? I think he's a stand-up guy. Um, I have nothing bad to say about Merlino. I think he's trying to do the right thing. He's got his little sports thing going on. He don't talk mafia stuff. He's uh he's old school. I tip my hat off. Yeah, I can't say nothing bad about Merlino, to be honest. He didn't do nothing wrong to me. Do I bet sports? No, I do not gamble. I refuse. I think it's all rigged, and I'll never bet it. Um, Kyle asks, who are the biggest players in the Ndrangheta? Right now, the names aren't clear because they're pretty tight knit. So I don't know who's calling the shots over there. They're tricky. Yeah, what's going on, John Smith? Yo, John Smith, what's your screen name about? You said you're a CEO, Choke Collar Records. You do music stuff? Oh, you're retired now. Well, that's good. How many fucking times I tell you not to speed around this fucking neighborhood? Oh, you promote and produce bands online? That's awesome. How's the relationship between Italian mob and the Mexican cartels? So how you doing? That's your question. And the Camorra and the Ndrangheta, they have ties to the cartels in Mexico. I don't really know the full details about it. They're more secretive than Cosa Nostra because they're doing like billions and billions of dollars operation. You it's hard to be like because we know stuff because people they rat, so we find out our information through rats. Therefore, if no one's ratting, we don't know anything. So, like the American Cosa Nostra, you got a guy that's making like friggin' $300 a week, and he's struggling, and his captains and his boss, no one's taking care of him. Of course, he's I wouldn't have condoned it, but if they rat, they weren't making billions of dollars. So yeah, anyone who uses underground tunnels is definitely secretive. Yeah, Apache. They're so the Camorra and the Ndrangheta. They're basically, you could call them a cartel. They're basically like a cartel. Dominic Monteglio. Yeah, he was. I mean, he was a tough guy, but we know his story with Nino Gadji. He wasn't making money, Monteglio. That whole crew, even all right, you had Roy DeMeo, yeah, that he was making money, but I don't know. Some of them were just psychopaths, man. Like you had Nicky Scarfo making so much money, and he's like, "Fuck Scarf Inc." Like he didn't even care about it. So some of them were about the principle, but if you have a legit like cartel, well, cartels ain't legit, but if you're making billions of dollars in or whatever in shipments going across the oceans, there's no room for rats. Yeah, Gadji paid him $250 a week. That's ridiculous, man. I mean, back in those days, $250 a week was, a decent amount of money, but not to be a gangster. That was stupid. How's the relationships between Italians and Albanians in the world of crime? Uh, that's a tough question. So, because they're not too far away from each other if you look at the map. But all the Albanians I knew, they all loved the Italians. So I don't know that answer. But from what I saw, they were all friendly. As far as business, I'm not sure. Good mob shows or movies other than The Sopranos, check out Gomorrah. Gommorah. Gomorrah. That's basically like where Furio's from, Naples. It was based on a true story, the Camorra Wars in the 2000s. Damn, 250 in 1975 is worth $1,520. That's sick. But you know what's sicker, Kyle? 15-20 a week in New York right now. You can't do nothing if you have a family. Yeah, how you doing when they said the Albanians be living in the houses? But what's funny about that is when a lot of Italians sold where I'm from, the Albanians moved in. So I thought that was pretty funny. Will I make a Tony video? Probably not. Life imitated art. Yes, it did. That lackey mob group in Italy, the Corona something. You mean the Camorra? I mean, I wouldn't call the Camorra lackeys. They work with the Ndrangheta, so they've been around since the 1600s. Make sure if you're watching Gamora, make sure it's keep it on Italian with the English subtitles. Yo, Dominic, what's going on, my man? Welcome. Yeah, man. So you'll be proud you watched that show. So as far as mob stuff, Sopranos is got that humor and it's funny. Gamora's just straight up gritty. It's what I wish the Sopranos would have been with the humor. Oh man, the Sopranos would have been a 20 out of 10 if they would have did it like that. Yeah, trust me, guys. Gamora, it's like having Fierio, but the guys are like 100 times worse than Fierio. Sakura Corona United. I didn't hear about them. Yeah, The Sopranos. It was good. It had a lot of hilarious shit. It was a dark humor, dark comedy. It was a dark comedy mostly. You saw it in season one, too. They're joking about Ginny Sack and all this shit, and almost go to war over Ginny Sack. Just so much funny shit that happened. Olivia Soprano, Corrado was hilarious. It was so funny, but then there was just real serious parts. So they mixed it up really good. But Gamora, I laughed at some shit because in Napoleon, some of the stuff that they say, because I understand the language. It's funny to me, but the average person would, they wouldn't laugh at it. But yeah, it's just not supposed to even be funny. There's an Albanian Italian group in Italy, L.A. Corona. No, I don't know, but I know they, in the states, they're friendly. What do you think about the Max B alleged cooperation? Is it legit? Well, I was listening to Max B today too. Um, man, I can't comment. I don't want to say anything because I don't know about it. So what happened with Max B? What happened? A 90-pound mole is no joke. Yeah, that ain't no joke. What is everyone watching that frickin' Eagles game right now? The NFL's rigged. Come on. Just look at the spread. Go contrarian. You know who's going to win already. She touched it in Miami. You have the game on, but 7 computers. 7, huh? We got an aristocrat. I don't like Philly. This is more interesting. Stocks and crypto. Yep, that's my language, man. What do you want to know? Not financial recommendation, anything that I say, but I will talk about whatever you want about it. I own Space Mobile, ASTS. That's the ticker. That's the one I went heaviest on. It's a satellite company. It's better than Starlink. 14 years experience. Bitcoin is king. Bitcoin is king in a way because I mean there's ups and downs with it, and I'll go back and forth with it. I hate it and love it at the same time. Number one, you know, look when it came out. It came out right after the financial crisis. Nobody knows who made it. So, sometimes I got to be a little skeptical. Number two, there was so many things that happened, like Mount Gox and all of that, where, a lot of hacks going on. I don't like the way that, if you don't get the correct address, you could lose all your money. So, those are the downsides of the Bitcoin. Now they just got to figure out a way. I don't know, because the price fluctuates so much that is it an asset or is it a currency? Wow, first coin you bought was 900. It's sickening because, bro, the first time I bought it uh, was around 2010. Was the first Bitcoins I had. And for $25, I had a bunch of them. And I do not remember where they went. But they're gone now. What about the Dom Sakali Kosher Nostra coin? His rug pull? Yeah, you know what? He pulled a scam on that one. So listen, I could make a coin right now if I wanted to. There's two ways to make a coin. You could do a meme coin, which there's no value, whatever, or you could do it the right way, where you're like, all right, I want this coin. You're dealing with you got to write the white paper saying, all right, this coin is for this purpose, and it's going to do this, this, and that. And for example, I'll be like, oh. If you want to buy a video that I made exclusively, um, for example, uh, I'm only accepting this coin, but a percentage of this coin will go to this fund or whatever. It has to be something, that people would want to do because there's so many coins out there. So it'd have to be unique for me to make one. You bought Ethereum for $7. I used to love Ethereum better than Bitcoin. I remember back when Ethereum, and then there was Neo, and then the Neo paid the gas. That was cool. And then I think that stopped, right? Yeah, meme coins are like pink slips. Legit altcoins are more structured. Yeah, if I was to make a coin, it would be a legit altcoin. Yeah, the Neo gas stopped. That's unfortunate. I used to have a lot of BNB coins, man. I had BNB at I think $8 a coin. And I think the most coins I have is like 450 of them. And then I don't know what happened to them. No, it's all good, brother. We talk about everything. I don't know what happened to the BNB coins. I just know those coins went up big. but I was on the Chinese version. Where you from, John? Yeah, NFTs, man. I thought I have an idea actually with the, but not NFTs. I would want to do something else with like virtual augmented reality, but not NFTs, but something a little similar, but it would be valuable, not like NFTs, because NFTs is basically used for money laundering and shit like that. You won $35 on Buffalo, fucking a, woo! I probably won $45 in that comment section. $35. Gambino country. I used to be in Gambino country. Now, I don't know. They're all gone. I feel like the mob, they had to all probably go to Florida. Oh, yeah, that's the name of the Ford dealer here. Where's, yeah, Tampa and Miami. They all left New York, man. They sold out Little Italy. Brooklyn, they sold out. It's a shame. Gambino Ford. That's pretty cool. Wonder if there's any relations. Persico Pet Shop. The snake. That's a good one. Yeah, running. They're still running numbers, man. See, they gotta they gotta be legit now. There's no other way. Because the whole gambling thing just sucks. It's you gotta constantly hound people, probably. Yeah, you saw the thing where they had those shuffling decks and they were cheating in poker. You can't trust anything anymore. Yeah, that those that you just mentioned, like they own the Hard Rock. I heard all their families get $7,000. I forget what, once a month or something. It's such a scam. I don't know. If it was up to me, yeah, 7,000 a month. If it was up to me, man, I think I'd make gambling illegal because it ruins too many people's lives. Because so many people do it, they don't understand math. It could be more destructive than a bunch of drugs. Gambling is one of the worst addictions to have. Yeah, lottery, 1 in 350 million chance to win the Powerball or Mega Millions, and then you have people spending hundreds of dollars. Gambling addiction, it's the worst. Like we saw it in Sopranos, that was pretty accurate with Scatino and then JT, where their lives are just ruined, and then they wanted to get rid of themselves and shit. Yeah, so why even play? They the adrenaline, so it's like a roller coaster ride. They're literally getting high on their own body. It's euphoric. Yeah, so Tony, he one of the main reasons why the war continued was his gambling had a lot to do with it, because he just that's what happens when you're losing. You flip out like he did, and then he was like, "I'll never forgive Phil." The whole Vito Jr. thing, and then the kid got sent away when he could have just gave the money to Marie. Got the kid out there. Instead, he loses hundreds of thousands of dollars anyway. It made everything worse. So if you think about it, the gambling kind of killed him. It almost killed Artie. It almost killed Davey. It killed JT, kind of, and killed Tony. Yeah, he floated Vito's AC offer in front of Paulie and the guys. He wanted that money. The wire room, whatever happened there. Whatever happened there? Yeah, Kyle. JT felt entitled to Chris's 45,000. What do you say? I was up only 2 days. I could still add. He's like, you're charging me vig? I mean, I liked the first season 2, episode 6, the executive game. That was a good one of my top 10 episodes. And then he got his car. They took his car. They took everything. Then he helps him with Cleaver. He probably didn't make anything from it. You know, it's funny, Chuck. I made a subreddit. The subreddit's serious, but there's also a link in the comment section here to Borko's Discord, which I'm in. But the community is still going to be here because I'm not going anywhere. I'm still going to be here. I'll just put the clips somewhere else, just not here. and any new clips will go somewhere else too. Someone had an idea for a Patreon or whatever the hell. Something. I don't know. We'll put it somewhere. And then technically, if we put it somewhere good, there'll be no cutting out certain parts. So I could have the full thing without any interruptions. I'm losing my balls over here. This fucking moron's playing Hazel. Did I ever go to the Drunken Monkey Bar on Forest Avenue, Staten Island years ago? Yes, I have. Many, many years ago. All right, Chuck, brother. I'll see you soon. Yeah, what do you know about the Drunken Monkey, bro? Oh, that was Big Angie's spot? You know, I didn't even know that. I remember Big Ange. I thought you were around from there, so I was like, maybe I ran into you or something. A couple of guys from here I know in real life. It's a small world. I forget what place I almost. There was a place I went to, man. It's a crazy story, but maybe I'll save it for when there's more people in here. But it taught me never to wear jewelry out to these kinds of places ever. It's a good life. That's a Twilight Zone episode. Any one of you want to come on? I'll invite you. Where in Staten Island did you go? All right, Kyle, bro. I'll catch you on the next one. Thanks for stopping in. Yeah, some days do feel like that. Yeah, where in Staten Island? I used to be Dungan Hills, Annandale, Newdort, Midland, South Beach. Brooklyn, Bay Ridge, Bensonhurst, Coney Island, Bushwick. Yeah, I know where Mahapak falls. Yeah, that's about I would say an hour and a half away. It's expensive over there, right? Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. My my grandmother lived over there for a bit. Yeah, the property taxes I know are expensive over there, and the houses were pretty expensive too. Vanderbilt Farms. Yeah, that's the good thing about that area. It's nice. It's not like, but you could still go to the city. It's not far, not too far. Yeah, the homes over there are just they're man nice. It reminds me a little of North Jersey, a little bit. King of Debt, what's going on, brother? Are the Eagles still getting their ass whipped? On if you leverage, we buy mansions and with 1% down, get me in. Oh, the L train, yeah. Scores 10-6, so they're losing by 4. Yeah, New Year's Eve, I ain't gonna be out there in Times Square. It's too much. I don't know how they do that, man. Imagine. I never did that. I would always just want to watch it with family and we'll watch the TV and shit. That was before 9/11. Okay. Yeah, 9/11's when everything changed for me with New York. Because you always had to be on your P's and Q's, but after that, I didn't trust anything. So, John Smith, you're retired from everything? Like you're just fully retired? Imagine being in New York City in 2025. Hell no. Hell to the no. Everyone left 15 years ago. The city been jumped the shark. Yeah. So you're buying homes with 1% down, and you're really buying mansions, bro? Don't play with me. That's good, John. What do you do for hobbies and stuff? Yeah, half the buildings in New York City are scaffolded. Yeah, that's so true. I always hated how, they're putting up these buildings that are lasting like 100 years. They're getting paid shit money, and then a real estate agent comes and makes just as much as the guy that busted his ass for minimum wage or whatever he makes in the freezing cold or the hot. Those are the real heroes, the ones that build everything for everybody, and they get paid nothing. You're the king of debt. You finance your Rolex. Well, I said, I don't know if you ever paid attention to my other streams I did, but I always said that debt is is worth more than money because you could just keep using debt, the good debt. It has to be good debt, the cheapest rates. Yeah, everything with the unions, it's not the same how it used to be. Pensions and stuff now. You're lucky to get a pension. The middle class, man, it's like the worst place to be. It's either if you're rich or poor, you got it good. If you're in middle class, you got a hard time. You don't even know what cash is. You don't have it. That's the thing. Guys like Elon Musk, they don't have cash either. He won the Air Force to learn HVAC and was contracted for 50 years. Holy shit, that's awesome. See, now that's good. So, what's your advice for someone, you know, in their 30s with this kind of market going on? What should I do? Lancaster Speedway? I don't think I've ever been there, but that's awesome. Invest 10% of your income every payday. Put it in the Roth IRA, max it out, and then after that, put it in your traditional. Oh, the I-90 near Buffalo? Okay. Yeah, I've been doing that. Max the Roth, and then everything else just in the traditional individual. I wonder, like, what's the best work to get into these days? Now, do you do percentages? Because I just buy SPY ETF. Occasionally, I'll buy a blue chip, but mostly I like to buy SPY. Any service work? So basically, like any trades, right? Electrical, plumbing, HVAC. What other ones am I missing? Vanguard, so you buy VOO or VTI? Yeah, so it is tech heavy right now. I'm hoping it, reverses back to another, I would say, Caterpillar and all those companies. The Dow, what the Dow owns basically too. Um, yeah, masonry is big, but can my 30-year-old body? I don't know how long I could do that for. That's true. Every home has a refrigerator and AC or heat. Now the problem is, well, all right. So I would have to start off as an apprentice, right? And then, would it be better to be in a union or not? Yeah, commercial, from what I heard, is always better than residential. The money is better. What's OJT stand for? Yeah, union takes too long. So what would I have to do then? What's your recommendation? Because I know union, I don't know. Some part of me feels like it's a scam. You got to pay your union dues and all that shit. Yeah, maybe they could protect you and stuff, but I don't know. Oh, on the job training. 25 to 175 an hour. Get me in, brother. Get me somewhere. I'd start from the bottom, but I need to get somewhere. You have any pull where you could get me in something? I was trying to do longshoreman, but it's impossible. And then sanitation, forget about it. Yeah, you have to take continuing education every year. Yeah, because everything's always changing up. I get it. But that's not a problem for me. I would prefer doing that. It'll make jobs easier. I appreciate it, Willie, baby. Willie, I don't know if you saw my stream yesterday, but we might put the video somewhere else. Um, so It would be on not the second channel. Uh, Probably a completely new one, or not on YouTube at all. It would maybe be somewhere else. That I'm working on where I don't know yet, but I will obviously keep you in touch. So John Smith, you took all the factory auth courses to certify and made the big money. Bid all the jobs through the Dodge reports. Okay, okay. No problem, Willie. Yeah, we're gonna figure out what to do with this channel too. Cause I have 125,000 subscribers. I got some stuff in mind, and whoever wants to join me on projects, you're welcome to join. If you got any cool videos of wherever you live, you could always email them to me, and we could do some sort of collaborations. Dallas Designer, what's going on, brother? Yeah, I'm gonna Google it, John, because I want to do something new. I'm in the medical field right now, and I don't really. I like it, but it's not, something I would love to do for the next 30 years. So, I don't feel like working in hospitals and shit. Yeah, I got to look into the contractors that do apprenticeships, and I really don't know if I want to be in the unions, and so I'm gonna see. I'm gonna do my research. Hopefully, I don't know. I'm thinking what you said with because every house needs services. So, Willie, if you want to get on, man, hit me up on Instagram. I'll send you a link right now. There he is.
Hello. Hey, chat. Hello, YouTube.
Have you and Borko had a sit down about the future of this thing of ours? We talked a little bit. Um, we're not sure what's going to happen yet, so we didn't make a decision.
But speaking of Borgo, if you guys want to be part of this thing of ours, the YouTube, the uploading, you should join the Discord. That's where like everything happens real time. Syrup's in there, Borko's in there, and we just chat Sopranos all day and other stuff. And we have clips and stuff. So the link's there. So yeah, join guys. If you like Syrup's vids and Borko's vids and you like Sopranos, that's like the place to be, literally.
Plus, if I'm putting my videos somewhere else, it's going to be there somewhere in one of the channels in his Discord. So
Yeah, there you
that
go.
definitely, you know, tell him Ceerious and Leo sent you.
Yeah, and it'll be if that YouTube stuff goes down south, it'll be an important server because we'll all still be there, and communicating and kind of still be in the fold with each other. So yeah, you guys should join.
Oh, John, you follow me on Instagram? Yeah, send me a message. I want to know more about that, the contracting and stuff. And Nathan, you said, would I rather work for Silvio or Paulie? None of them. I wouldn't want to work for any of them. I appreciate that, John.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, I'll see you there. How you doing?
Yeah, just say who you are. Say your how you's doing from the channel. We'll greet you. Make sure you get a proper welcome.
Yeah, because sometimes, some random people will join. We won't know who they are, and then we'll break balls with them. And then I don't want it to be you. So just, tell me it's you. So,
Is is Ace in here? From last night.
I don't think so.
He chatted a few times, but I mean everyone's busy. I get it.
What was his name in YouTube again? I forget.
I forgot too. Uh, it was something. I forgot.
Jimmy Fortuna from Staten Island. Uh, was that a restaurant or something, or was that a person? Because Fortuna, that sounds familiar.
How much? We still got like about a year of YouTube, don't you think?
Yeah.
The year goes by fast though. Who knows what'll happen once the year comes in?
Smith, salute. All right, John. Yeah, hit me up, brother. Oh, Jimmy. That's your name, your real name?
Oh, on Discord. That's your name. All right. Well, I'll keep an eye out for.
I didn't know you were from Staten Island. That's cool. Why do I keep saying it's gonna go south with 135K subs? So I was saying the past couple days that Netflix and Paramount's fighting for Warner Brothers. So if either one of them get it, they're not going to be happy. They strike people down. So if they do that, I have to switch up because I don't want to lose my stuff. So I had this for 18 years. I can't just lose it over nothing where I could just put it somewhere else and be safe. But I'm still going to keep my roots and, I'm still going to be me. So you had the nickname Zeppeli Fat Fuck since that episode dropped on. Oh shit, Willie, that's funny.
Fucking corporate gangsters.
Half Italian, half Jewish, huh? Hey, that's pretty cool. I don't know if I remember you. How old are you? What high school did you go to? I have to ask what high school because I didn't go to college in Staten Island. I was in Manhattan. 39. I'm 38.
Oh, you guys probably played ball against each other.
Yeah, were you in Dungan Hills by any chance? DH? That's what we called it, DH.
39. I just turned 31 a few days ago, actually. Yeah.
A few days ago.
Well, 9 days. Oh, like
Did I
well, the day
say
after Thanksgiving.
happy birthday? I don't even remember
I
if
don't
I
know. I think you did. I've never in my life gotten so many happy birthdays. I
I
kid you
must
not.
have. I don't. Oh yeah, yeah. I did.
You did. I think you did. That's
Yeah.
why I'm like, I can't remember because, dude, I was getting happy birthdays all fucking day. Like, it was wild. It was like, I was like, hey, these guys really do like me. Everyone's saying happy birthday.
Oh, you were from Port Richmond. Okay. Yeah, I used to drive around Port Richmond. I didn't hang out there, but that's cool.
Mm. Yeah, bro, you should join the Discord. I think you'd enjoy it. Definitely.
Yeah, it's chilling. They talk about
You
everything.
know, I don't use Discord a lot just for that just for the server because I used to watch Borko's videos a lot. And then he made the chat one day, and then I loved it from day one. Like literally from day one, I thought it was like, oh, this shit's gonna be fucking huge. And yeah.
Yeah, I came there, I think, a few days after, because you were like day one, right?
Yeah, I was day one.
So I was like day, I think, three or some shit like that.
Yeah, I remember you were around because I remember I spoke to you a few times with Lax.
Yeah, yeah, and then I got whacked.
Yeah, who whacked you again? What happened?
uh, so there was a little beef I had. It was a misunderstanding with Borko. And then he's like, the piece of shit serious. Get rid of some shit like that. And then I was like, oh, I didn't do nothing. And then it was just a little misunderstanding that someone caused on it. Because I used to make videos like specific shorts. You know how I do my shorts, right? Like they're just
Yeah,
mixed up with different shit, and but
yeah.
it'll be like the same. So some kid stole my shit, and then he said it was his, and he told Borko about it, and then Borko saw it on my page, and then he thought I stole it from the kid. And I'm like, no, I'm like, check the date, but I don't think he understood. So he was pissed off at that. And then Lax just didn't make it any better. So, but that was funny. I didn't take it seriously. I was
No, but
just,
I remember when you first joined, your name was
oh, I
it,
think it was syrup, right?
yes, Sarah. And then and right away we were like, is that Ceerious from the other YouTube channel?
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Because you didn't really like you didn't really go in there and say, hey, it's me from YouTube. You just kind of went in there, right?
yeah.
You didn't like announce your entry, right?
No,
And
because what I would do is I don't. I told Borko from the beginning. I'm like, I don't want to step on you know, your parade or anything. So I was like, I'm just gonna make it like I'm somebody else. So people would say, "Hey, are you serious by any chance?" I'm like, "No," and then he'd step up and be like, "Yeah, that's him." So he was cool for that. And then he would let me post clips and shit.
yeah, because they have that whole no self promotion rule.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
think we still have that rule, but it was Lax kind of really enforced a little too much. It was weird, but
yeah. Because what happened was the thing that first started it was someone said something. I don't know, like what I looked like or something, and I'm like, it's on my TikTok, my profile. So I posted the link to my TikTok, and then that asshole Lax was like, he's self promoting. I'm like, the guy just asked me, I think he might have knew me or something.
yeah, he was an idiot, bro. And then he would, if people like spoke about, you know what he told me at one point? He's like, "Hey, you're representing the wrong show," because that was Tyrion, Tyrion Lannister,
Yeah, what an idiot.
and I was like, "Well, that's how everybody knows me. I mean, but I could change it if you want." When I got like promoted to staff or whatever, and
Yeah,
like, no, it's fine, but that just kind of gives you an idea.
yeah, he was a wacko.
Yeah. Borko just put up with him so long because he didn't want him to like hurt himself or whatever.
Yeah. Oh, Forest Avenue in Marinus Harbor. Okay, I know where that is. I think it's pretty. bad there now, right? Mariners Harbor.
Where are you at right now? Chido, are you or you're in Jersey or
I'm on the Staten.
Staten Island? Nice. You guys are
Yeah.
probably in the same 40-mile radius.
Well, Staten Island's it's so small, bro. It's like 14 miles by 7 miles.
14 by 7?
Yeah,
God damn. So there's no fucking houses for sale. They're not building any houses then I assume, huh?
bro, they're building it on swamps.
What the fuck?
Uh, crazy out there, man.
They're gonna fucking sink and shit.
They are sinking.
They're like, they are sinking.
They are. I'm serious. They're sinking.
Yeah, people need to probably leave Long Island. Because I mean,
Long
just
Island
just
too.
looking at the place, bro, you could tell that. Like, I mean, it's not getting any bigger, and there's more people, every year. So, like, how do you guys? I can imagine it's very cramped. Is it cramped?
Oh my God. So if I want to go, let's say, so Brooklyn is about a mile and a half away. So
Mm-hmm.
if I go early in the morning, let's say 6, 7 a.m. to Brooklyn, that whole 1.5 miles is going to take me about 35, 40 minutes.
Jesus Christ.
Now, if I want to go to Queens, let's say I want to go see my family, that's like 8 miles away. No, 14 miles. That's going to take me 3 hours.
So it's easier to subway, huh?
Yeah, so now I know better. So if I want to go do certain things, I would go take the bus or the ferry to Manhattan, and then from there take the subway. It would shave off like an hour and a half doing that.
Dude, that's why fucking there's always celebrities in the subways, huh? Because it's just like
Yeah,
I see videos of like random celebrities using the subways, and I'm like, what the fuck? Why would they use the subways? But it's literally the best way to get around, I guess.
you drive through Manhattan or Brooklyn in certain parts of the day, you're just stuck at the same block for like 40 minutes, like the same block. Like you're not moving.
Why do I imagine only people who drive for business reasons, like truckers and delivery people, drive?
Oh, that's shit. That's like the toughest with them because they'll be stuck in traffic and then they have to stop and unload their shit. They'll stop in the middle of the street and now there's more traffic.
Sheesh.
Yeah, it's bad.
Do they do like stuff where like you can't drive certain days, like in Mexico City? Because
Uh,
it's a comparable sized city, metropolis or whatever. They you can't drive your car certain days.
so what they tried to do here was in Manhattan, to get into Manhattan, you would have to pay extra, and I don't know if that's still in place, but that was like draining a lot of people. A lot of people quit their jobs because they're like, this ain't worth it. If I have to go in, and I'm paying like $30 to get, because they're not.
But
Now some of them aren't even getting paid 30 an hour, and they gotta pay like every day. You're spending like $400 a week just to go, a couple miles. That it just wasn't worth it.
what about biking? Say that mile on a bike would have turned into like not 20 minutes.
So biking, like uh, all four bridges. The Staten Island has four bridges, so three go to Jersey and one goes to Brooklyn. The one that goes to Brooklyn, you can't drive the bike on there.
Son of a bitch.
Yeah, and no, you can't even drive the bike on any of the bridges actually.
you
And
you if you can't
the
bike it out of Staten Island.
only is you gotta take the ferry.
Oh shit! Damn, you guys are straight up fucking trapped, huh? That's crazy.
It's yeah, we're trapped.
So like, whenever you gotta leave, it's like a bitch, huh?
Yeah. So
Fuck.
when uh when I was telling you about 2012 Sandy,
Yeah.
they shut all the bridges, so we were stuck.
Oof. So damn,
The only way out was by boat.
and that was probably not a good option at that moment.
Yeah.
And do the oceans get like icy around you guys over in Long Island? Like, does it get icy cold like the oceans?
So Long Island's different than Staten Island.
I mean, Staten Island, yeah. Does it get? Because I saw a picture of Chicago, the
Yeah.
ocean, or I don't know if it was a lake or an ocean. What's a lake? It's Chicago. It has to be a lake. But it was frozen, dude. That shit looks crazy.
Well, when this happened, it was October 29th, and it was cold, but it wasn't freezing cold where there was ice anywhere.
Yeah, Staten Island. Where's where all the rich mobsters live?
Yeah, that's where Big Paul Castellano lived. Sammy the Bull lived there for a bit. Um, I forget who else lived there. You had Frank Cali, the one that got whacked in 2019.
That's where they live in Staten Island.
Yeah,
Well, yeah, they mentioned it in The Godfather. Staten Island, Strachey from Staten Island.
even Sopranos.
They
But
do.
I think, yeah,
Didn't she say Long Island?
no,
I don't want to be the richest widow on.
when
on
when when Chrissy and Bump and Sarah was had Amel Cola, they're like,
yeah,
we gotta take him to Staten Island and cut him up. Because that's what the mobsters used to do. They'd bring them to Staten Island to do everything because it was all weeds. Yeah,
Staten Island.
Toad Hill is what he just said.
That's where they dump the bodies.
Destroyed the block. Oh yeah, Toad Hill because so Toad Hill is up on this huge hill, Leo, where it's the highest point of the East Coast almost.
Hmm.
Yeah, if you're on top of there, you could see everything.
Oh, cool.
And, and then you have the dump, which is not near there, but it's like 5, 6 miles away from there, where you could see well, you used to be able to see it from space. The dump.
Wow. It's a mountain. It's a hill
Yeah, it's huge.
on Staten Island.
Yeah, so now they got rid of the dump. I don't know if it's in Jersey or Pennsylvania now, but now that they buried so much shit in there that they use it for like methane gas now, like green environmental shit. I don't know.
So it was a trash dump that you could see from space.
Yeah, like when the Twin Towers fell, they brought all of that to Staten Island.
Oh shit! Are you for real? To Staten Island?
Yeah, at the dump.
How did Staten Island feel about that? Well, I'm assuming they probably didn't protest at the time. The fucking
Yeah, it was,
just
so we didn't know that there was going to be like asbestos and all that stuff.
asbestos.
We didn't know any of that shit.
She's like, you know what you're eating with your sandwich?
Uh,
Asbestos. Oh shit! That shit was fun as fuck.
yeah, I remember when they were bringing. I think they were bringing bodies there too, man.
Well, Sarah, remember that shit? Anthrax?
Yeah, the whole.
What, dude? What was that? I just remember that shit right now. I remember when I was little, I would see on the news, "Oh, new victim of anthrax, attack of anthrax." They would just open like a box and the anthrax. What the fuck was that?
It
And that
was
was during the after post 9/11, like very immediately post 9/11.
so that was so in The Sopranos. Remember when Patsy tells Christopher, "You remember to put the spores in
Yeah,
the in the envelope," and
yeah.
Chrissy's like, "That's not funny." So he was talking about anthrax. So what happened was there was some cases where people would mail the anthrax to people and shit, and it was some deadly like biological warfare type shit. And in real life, Tony Sirico was scared of the anthrax shit, so where when he got his mail, he used to he tried microwaving it, and then the microwave
What?
would go on fire because Tony Sirico was mad scared of the anthrax.
He was a germaphobe. I know that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So how he's doing said it's a park now with apartments and shops. The
The
dump.
dump? Ugh.
So here's what, like, scientifically, in the next 10, 20, 30 years, all that methane gas, it creeps up, so that shit causes cancer and stuff.
They're gonna be smelling farts, trash farts from 20 years ago.
I know it's deadly, it can't be safe long term, that shit ain't safe.
So there's still trash underground.
There's gotta be. I don't There's no way they got that out.
And what kind of trash was that? Just all kinds of shit?
Everything, every garbage you could think of was there.
Ugh.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
that's sick.
I mean, that's kind of weird. Oh, I imagine what was that in Staten Island before people started living there? Like was Staten Island like historically a dump and then people started living in Staten Island or cuz I mean, that's kind of weird that they would put a dump in a small residential island.
So there used to not be bridges there, but people would still live there. I remember because I used to put up fences and stuff, and I had to work by these people that lived towards the dump when they were still dumping over there, and the
Mhm.
garbage smell was just so bad. I'm like, how do people live over here? Literally smelling trash all day, and it was disgusting. I don't get it.
But I mean, like, when did that dump start?
Let me just answer this idiot. Unsubscribed. Good for you. Let me.
Fuck him. Get the fuck out of Syrup's channel.
He is gone for life. Let's see.
I wasn't gonna react to him. I wasn't even gonna give him time of day. But whatever. You know.
He's hidden forever.
Way to go, optional Derek. Now you're out of options. Now you're gonna go watch Cinerama. All due respect, he's a great guy.
Yeah, people haven't been. Some people are like, they said some stupid shit in the comment section. One guy said I act black.
He said, "Well, I deleted someone yesterday too. I forgot what they said, but they said something
Yeah.
stupid."
Well,
Yeah,
'cause I watched The Wire or something. I don't
that's
know.
stupid.
I
Yeah.
just,
What were we talking about? Yeah, when did the dump start? Let me Google
uh,
that.
so they've been. New York's been dumping like Manhattan, like all the mob too. They created like most of that land because Manhattan wasn't really that big like that. It was all what do you call it? Trying to think of the term where you're creating. There's so much garbage that the landfill.
1948. That's when they started.
One hypnotized mind, yo. 1948.
That's what it says here, and
Damn,
that it became the biggest landfill in the world.
the world. Now imagine smelling that every day. I know driving to Jersey, it's when you're driving by like Elizabeth over there.
So I guess they did. It says here they used to do ocean dumping. NYC did, and then the Supreme Court made them stop in 1938.
You want to hear something crazy? Right at so after the towers fell and everything like that.
Uh-huh.
Now you had two big buildings with I'm assuming a lot of toilets, and I just know after all that the water became cleaner.
Wait, what?
Down the line after the towers, the water became cleaner when they after they were gone.
How so?
I don't know if there was waste going in the ocean.
From the Twin Towers?
Yeah. Well, I don't know if it was because of the towers itself. I don't know. I just happened to know that the ocean was cleaner. I remember not being able to fish for because I was a big fish person. I used to fish all the time,
Mm-hmm.
and there were times where they issued warnings: you can't eat the fish, bacteria, and all that. And then it
Yeah.
became cleaner.
I mean, all we can do is just live our little lives, man. It's crazy out there. Like we don't know what the fuck's going on.
Yeah,
It's like when you think of like people with power and armies and governments, like, and I'm a 9 to 5 guy, like I just want to get through life healthy. Like that's all I want.
uh,
Like,
I know. Is it fishy? It's fish. For pizzaio, let me smell it. Are women to be trusted? That's a good question.
uh, I mean, you can trust them to be woman.
Yeah, it's like if you listen to what DMX had a good quote. He's like, I trust the snake to be a snake. I trust this to be that, and you know,
Yeah. I mean, you shouldn't really trust anyone. I mean, like trust is good, but like don't trust someone to the point where your well-being depends on that trust that you have with a person. Like like trust them, be cool with everyone, but never like don't ever trust someone to the point where it's like my a, a part of my well-being depends on me trusting this person you
yeah,
know that's I don't, maybe that's only probably maybe with family, like really really close, but even then it could get murky. I only trust like my mom and my siblings, really. I only have two siblings, so I trust them more than I trust me, probably those three people. But yeah, it's hard to trust outsiders for me.
yeah. I could probably count on like one hand.
Yeah, you should. That sounds about right, bro. Like you know how people say, "Oh, I trust my squad. I trust my
Yeah,
circle." Like, bro, like what? Like why? Like no.
it comes down to when Tony was like, has he really been put to the test?
Has he really been put to the test? Have you, Tony, motherfucker? Of course not.
Yeah,
Nah, but I mean, I traveling is annoying, but like if I travel with Paulie, bro, I probably want to whack him by the end of it too. By the end of the trip, I'd probably want to fucking whack him with a bat or something too, because I mean, what how how he was telling the guy at the continental dinner,
yeah.
like what the fuck, bro? I'd get pissed as fuck too. Like shut the, like even as a square, why the fuck are you telling a stranger your whole fucking life? Like what the fuck's wrong with you?
I knew people like that. It was the worst.
Yeah, they just gotta fucking blab and talk and talk. And no, I know people like that, especially like when they get older and they can't stop talking, bro.
Yeah,
They keep going and going and going and going. Like one time I timed, I'm not gonna say who, but someone in my family, I timed them. She went on for 38 minutes. 38 minutes, bro. And then I had this other aunt. She's a evangelist, Catholic. She goes around and spreads the word of, and she does catechism too, and she does the whole thing, whatever. Bro, she can fucking talk. And she can go for hours. She can go for hours. Like when she visits us, she can go for an hour, 2 hours, and she'll just talk and talk. And then one time my grandma was like, let her speak. She's Socrates. And I was like, what the fuck? She just let her talk. She's Socrates. And yeah, some people just talk a lot.
Now, when they're talking to you like that, are you just like yes, saying yes, yes, like nodding?
Well, I don't even know. Yeah, you're just listening and I mean, I walk away. I try to walk away at one point, like after a while. But she just like one subject will take her to the next, and she just keep going and going. But she's cool, and my aunt's a beautiful woman too. So people listen to her. Like she's older. She's like in her 60s already, but she's aged very gracefully or whatever. And then so when she starts talking, fucking people they just start listening and shit. And
Yeah.
she just has that magnetism or whatever.
Yeah, there's times when people are talking and I'm just like, I gotta go. I'll look at my phone like, I just got a text. I gotta run.
Yeah. Some people are interesting to hear though. Others
Oh,
aren't.
yeah, if they're interesting, yeah, I'll listen. But some people, man, they, they'll be like, oh, my aunts, uncles, brothers, kids, and I'm like, I don't give a shit. I got places to be.
Favorite episode of Sopranos. Oh, we were just talking about that last night. You want to go first, Syrup?
So I would say maybe the ride or the wait. I was saying yesterday.
I had said I forgot what the name was, but the one after he kills Joey Peeps, where they're making the nachos and stuff.
Oh yeah, season. So he's talking about season
During the
five,
funeral, when was that? The funeral. What episode was the funeral?
episode 10 of season 5.
Joey Peep's funeral. Yeah, that's one of my favorite episodes. I think that was the first episode I ever saw because I remember distinctly in the first episode Silvio saying, "Johnny should be looking out for the real killers," and and we had a free HBO trial that at that time from DirecTV. My dad had gotten a free HBO trial, and they were doing a fucking Soprano marathon, bro. And I just turned it on. And I was like, "Sopranos, what is this?" And I just that was it. It was history. I was like 12. No business watching, but yeah, it just I don't know, it caught my eye so much. I don't know why. Like just the name alone, The Sopranos. I was like, what the fuck? What's that? Do they sing like The Sopranos? That sounds like Spanish, but I know that's not Spanish. Like everything just kind of like intrigued me about it. And
Yeah,
then I saw a picture one time too where they looked like normal. They looked like normal people, right? And like Tony's wearing a fucking Hawaiian shirt, Junior's wearing the fucking Guayabera and the boy paper hat, and but it said at the bottom "Road to Respect," and I was like, "Road to Respect." But they looked menacing. They looked like normal people, but I was like being a Hispanic kid. I'm used to thugs looking a certain way. You know what I mean? So
yeah,
when I saw them, I was like, wow, they look like gangsters, but they don't look like they look so classy too at the same time. And it was just so many things that kind of like really caught my eye, and it was really cool.
the first scene I've ever seen was it was for like a few seconds, but I didn't know it was The Sopranos. It was when Gigi died on the toilet.
Oh yeah, that
I'm
was
like, what is this shit? I'm
what
like,
the fuck? How old were you? Like, how was that on HBO or where?
yeah, so I must have been, it was probably around 2000. I was like 14. So
Or
I wasn't really into TV back then like that. I like to play video games or be outside and shit with my friends.
yeah,
And I got sick, like really sick, when I was 19 or 18, and I had panic attacks and shit. So I was like, damn, what do I do? You know, I couldn't go outside. I was like, let me see what's on. And I'm like, The Sopranos. I'm like, let me start this up. And I'm like, holy shit, this guy's, he has panic attacks. I'm like, let me watch the show. And
yeah,
yeah, from there, man, I'm like, all right, I could relate. He has panic attacks, and it got me through it, man. So then I started feeling better.
yeah. I started. I watched it on A&E up to season 5, and then I got the fortune to finish it on HBO because we got another HBO trial. So
Yeah,
I actually got to watch Sunday premieres on season 6, and I feel lucky that I got to watch them on HBO.
yeah, I caught so I watched them all, and then season 6B or season 7, whatever, didn't air yet. So I was waiting for that, and I'm like, all right, let's go. There's gonna be war and all that shit. And
Sorry, so Kalo, Syrup and Borko, we're all friends. No stream rolling over Borko. I'm just, I'm just breaking balls with this guy in chat. Syrup, sorry.
uh, uh, Willie said the Happy Wanderer is probably. Yeah, I was saying that earlier. The Happy Wanderer is in my top 10. Ralphie's arc was one of my favorites of all times. Richie is a close second. Yeah, Ralphie and Richie. Richie was one of my favorites too. Um, Ralphie was hilarious. You originally caught the whole Sopranos from Netflix. Oh, when you had to wait for the DVDs in the mail. I remember that shit.
Oh shit, really? That's OG. That's crazy. They didn't need no fucking streaming licenses then. Oh, they just sent out the DVD.
Yeah, damn, I remember. Remember Redbox?
Yeah, dude, Redbox fucking died nastily. Dude, I remember like a few times people felt so cool. I got my red box and my
Yeah,
snacks, and I'm gonna
yeah.
watch a movie. Like, fuck you. Like, that's that was a phase of humanity, bro, here in the United States.
Damn, how times change.
Fucking red box, bro. Did you
Damn.
have them by your fucking gasoline stations and shit?
Yeah, yeah, I think so. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, we did too.
You had to put that shit in that thing and then wait. Yeah.
Did you ever hit up a movie rental place, VHS rental place when you were little?
Yeah, man. There used to be this cool spot where they had comic books and all kinds of shit.
Those places were dope, dude. When I was little, like I didn't have pre-internet days. Places like that felt you could just feel certain. It felt cool, like going to Sam Goody, Virgin, like multimedia stores before the internet were so badass. I could spend hours in there just like looking
That's
through albums, books, movies, vinyls. Like literally, when we'd go to the mall, I just go. Remember that store, Virgin?
yeah, yeah.
I don't know what happened to them, but those stores were badass. And I just stayed in Virgin and while my mom shopped, and I just like look through the comics.
I remember I used to go. I'd buy. I think it was Pokemon cards and sports cards, and I used to have so many cards, and then they got flooded out, man.
Yeah, I wish I could go back in time and just save all my fucking cards.
I know. I had so many good Pokemon cards, and even the sports cards, the NFL,
I had Yu-Gi-Oh cards.
MLB, NBA, and not so much NBA, but baseball. I had a lot.
Yeah. Renting games. I never rented a game though. What was it? GameFly, right? That was the name of that rental game service.
Yeah,
Are they still around? GameFly?
GameFly. No, I don't think so. Oh, there's Ace, man with a plan. Yeah, there you are, Ace.
Oh, Ace, welcome in. So thanks for joining the Discord server.
We were talking about Blockbuster, that candy and carpet smell.
Yeah. Didn't AJ get fired from Blockbuster?
Yeah, GameFly was great for trading out broken games you own.
No, that's fucked up. Ah.
I think I still owe money to my library when I ordered a book, like when I was like 6 years old, and I never brought it back.
Dude, I have a book from the because I'm from LA. I lived in LA when I was little, and I have a book from the Inglewood Community Library from like 2001 or 2000.
Oh shit!
And it's funny because it's a book on how to draw sharks and whales, and yeah, I still have that shit.
Do you remember the days? And I think Willie, you might probably know this because you're talking about trading in broken shit. So there was a time, and they squashed us probably like a year after. So you remember the what were they called? The Nextel. Remember having a Nextel phone, Leo? So you could get a new phone, and then you had the insurance, and then if you said you lost it or whatever the fuck, you'd get a new one. That was like back in 2001 or 2002, and you kept getting free phones. They changed a lot. Yeah, Willie. Now forget it. They changed it all up. Yeah, the chirp was funny. I used to just dial random numbers, and then people would answer it, and then be like, you know, just talking to people that I didn't know from the radio chirp. My first phone was like a Nokia where the only game was Snake. I think I had the Nextel, the I-90, I-95. I believe those were the names of it, I-90s. Oh yeah, the Razor phone. When those came out, yeah, they looked mad cool. I didn't have that. So when the Razor came out, I winded up getting, because I believe BlackBerry was out at that moment. So I switched to Black. I had a BlackBerry. Remember the Blackberries? I never used like the BBMs for messages or anything, but I used to like the BlackBerry. I liked the whole email. I used to be a big emailer. I'd like my emails and stuff, so I would use that. Oh, and the Sidekick. The Sidekick was an awesome phone. Only the dealers had them in your neighborhood. The scroll ball, yeah. Yeah, the BlackBerry and then the Sidekick. Sidekick was like from 2003, right? Damn, that feels like forever ago, right? Early 2000s. I don't even like the iPhones anymore, to be honest with you. Like, the only reason I use these kinds of smartphones now is because it's easy to go on these apps. If it was up to me, if there was Wi-Fi everywhere, I'd bring my laptop everywhere. Because I'm more of a laptop guy than a phone. You could do way more shit. I could call people from my laptop, so, but I would prefer that. So once they come out with the technology where I don't need my phone, like an iPhone and shit, I'm going back to laptops. Signing online with the dial up. I remember having to wait and take turns to go on the computer. Yeah, hypnotized. I had AOL too. I started using the internet in 1999 or late 1998. I was using it. I was 11 years old. I was smart. I had my own website. I had I would make cartoons from scratch. I would just start drawing cartoons on there, and then I would just make it all for myself. It was fun. And then I don't know. Then I started figuring out, how to hack and stuff. I was smart with all that stuff. I should have been like a fucking cybersecurity or something. Because when I got older and the technology changed, I didn't change along with it. Did I ever watch Oz? A little bit, not all of it. I know like the gist of it. You were a kid trying to meet girls in chat rooms. Yeah, that's when it all started with all of that AOL with the meeting up people. I remember when YouTube first started up. My channel was monetized back then. So YouTube came out in like '05, '06. I started in like '07, I think. And then I made a channel in '08. And then I was monetized. It was easy to get monetized back then. This was the channel. It was called something else, but then I changed it to this. But yeah, this channel's from 2008. And my other channels, I think, from 2013. My email's like from 2007. It's crazy. I have so many accounts and so many places and so many different passwords, and I remember them all. Oh yeah, MySpace. That was a good one. Yeah, after MySpace, there was Facebook, and I didn't really like Facebook.
My
Just
bad, bro. My phone. But what were you saying?
so we were talking about the days where like the old phones, and now we were talking about like the MySpace days, when YouTube first came out.
Hello?
How many more messages to get Soldier? It was 500, I believe. Right, Leo?
Yeah, Ace. 507 days in the server. So um yeah, just stay in there for 7 days and we'll make you soldier. Are you in there right now? Is he in there right now?
I don't know. I can't check yet.
My MacBook's dead. But yeah, if I remember the era of Facebook, no, dude, I never had a Facebook account or MySpace. I
My,
just got on Instagram like 3 years ago.
yeah, MySpace. I had. It was good. It was not toxic. It was all your friends and shit. And then Facebook. People started going to Facebook. I'm like, what do I need this shit for? There was mostly school kids and shit. Like, oh, I don't want to see these people. I still have my Facebook, but I don't really go on it no more. I just use Messenger to talk to like old friends from like back in the day. And then Instagram is just my family shit. And then I have the Instagram to talk to the business side of things. And then I don't know.
I
I've
could see that hypnotized mind. But some servers are like that. But we actually chat in there about the show, and we have different channels. We have like a channel where people talk about the Sopranos, and it's like a serious discussion. We have another one where we break balls about Sopranos. We have like a clip channel. Um, so it's not just pictures all day. So I mean, you could check it out. If you don't like it, feel free to leave. But I think you'll like it if you like Sopranos and you enjoy Syrup's channel. I mean, he likes it and he loves it in there, and we all love it in there. So yeah.
so yeah, hypnotizes. The reason why I'm in that server is because number one, it's 18 plus. They have to be 18. Number two, it does remind me of the AOL days in AIM. So it's basically like that. People, yeah, you'll see people posting like GIFs and shit, but that doesn't always go on. And if they do it too much, we stop them. There's other channels in there for that type of shit. So there, we do have serious conversations and all that. So you won't have to worry about like the pictures and all that shit.
We even do like we watch shows together. So we streamed The Sopranos. We watched all 6 seasons, and we just finished watching what was it, Vikings, I guess, and
I think Rome, right?
yeah, Rome. I'm thinking of streaming Gomorrah in there. I don't know if you guys have seen Gomorrah, but it's like Sopranos Italian version. It's like Furio's show about Furio's people.
Yeah, one of my favorites. Salud.
Salud, Ace. But yeah, Ace is in there.
Oh, you joined? What's your name in there? Hypnotized.
Where are you at? I don't see you. Oh, there you. No, that's not him. But yeah, it's a cool place. It's like a great place to blow steam. Like there's always something going on. And we even have like an organized crime chat where we talk about organized crime. Like, Merlino and just the YouTube fucking yard and stuff, all that. The YouTube yard, I don't know what to call it. The YouTube yard. The YouTube Witsec.
Wait a sec. I was waiting for John Gotti Jr. to come out with that Witsec Mafia bullshit. Did he ever do it?
What the fuck? Why didn't it show me him coming in? Well, that's weird. Oh, he joined on the second. That's why.
Uh,
Okay, that makes sense.
your mom, after finding your little brother covered in water, I found him like this.
My mom covered in water. Ouch. That's dark.
What are you saying? He drowned in 3 inches of water?
The penguin exhibit.
Yeah, so The Sopranos in February, they'll be in Jersey. They're going out to eat at this restaurant. It's called Philomena's, I think. And I don't know. They have this VIP shit where you could eat with your favorite character. I don't know if I'm gonna go.
I don't know, Nathan. I think New York is just a different level of cluttered.
San Diego, I never got a chance to go there, man. I was invited there. I should have went. The guy had it all set up for me too, man. Oh man, I wish I would have went. He was a grower, and he had some of the most beautiful plants I ever seen. And I just didn't go. But I heard it was really nice in San Diego.
I went to the zoo there once in SeaWorld.
Yeah, I wish I would have went. This was back in early 2010s.
Early 2010s were wild.
Some of my favorite times.
Bro, wasn't 20 like 2010, 20 like that was it was crazy. Like a lot of crazy shit happened in like 2010, 2011. Like in my life personally,
Yeah,
like people were turned. I don't know, like people it was a weird time.
it was definitely a weird time. And then 2012, I had my son. Now he's like almost 14. That's crazy thinking about it.
Yeah.
Well,
I
that's
was
everything.
I was in high school in 2010.
2010, I was. No, I went to college in 2011. So, yeah, I went to college late. I wasn't straight out at 18. I was like 22 when I went to college. Yeah, time flies, man, when you have your kid and you're just staring at him. And then my kid's voice started cracking, and now his voice is deep now. I'm like, damn. And then you don't realize they're getting older, you're getting older. And then your parents are getting older, and then your grandparents. It's just crazy.
We're nothing but flesh and bone. Flesh
Yeah,
and bone. I always say, bro, it's crazy we're walking around.
yeah. You think the New York tour live stream sound like a good idea? I actually was supposed to go to Umberto's on my birthday, but I didn't go. But you know what? I'm going there soon. Screw it.
What do they sell there? Like what is it? A clam house? Like
It's, they got like I should have pulled up the menu. There wasn't a huge selection, but I forgot what I was gonna go get there. I can't think right now because I'm fried. But yeah, I want to go to Umberto's. What's his name died there?
Gallo.
Yeah.
Fucking Frank Sheeran got him in The Irishman. They showed us how it happened, how it went down.
Did he really do it in real life?
I don't think so.
Yeah, because he was hard to get to.
Yeah, apparently. So the way the movie paints it was that fucking Buffalino ordered the hit with a look. I fucking doubt that any mob boss ever fucking ordered a hit by just looking at someone. I doubt that ever fucking happened, bro.
Um,
They had to have nodded or the question was in the air and they did some sort of gesture, but it was never like, oh, he got disrespected and looked at someone and someone died. I don't think it ever went down like that. Like,
no, not with just a look.
you
Uh,
know what I mean in The Irishman? How he just looks at him and
yeah.
then oh, I know what I must do. You know, like nah.
So I don't. Yeah, there's no way none of them took out Crazy Joe. It would have had to been somebody that he didn't know for sure because there was so many hits put out on him. He was so smart, but then yeah, they caught him with his family there. That's sick.
I mean, he was probably. I mean, it's surprising he would go out to eat if he was in a war.
He was just so crazy, man. Like he was. That, that's why.
He's like,
But
I'm with my family. They wouldn't kill me with my family in fucking Main Street.
I think because he kidnapped. Who'd he kidnap? Uh, he kidnapped the boss.
Who?
Uh,
Colombo?
yeah, he kidnapped Columbo and a couple other people, and he was gonna kill him. And then Columbo said he didn't give a shit, and then he's like, "I respect him," and then that's how. Wait, so yo, hypnotized. Do you know if he kidnapped Columbo or he kidnapped what's his name? Who was the other one in the Columbos? Damn, his name's on the tip of my tongue. Pete would have fucking know this.
Persico?
Definitely not Persico. Uh,
Casso? No, that's Lucchese, right?
yeah. Uh, fuck, man. I think it was Joe Colombo. I really think it was Colombo he kidnapped.
That's crazy.
You thought Gallo had something to do with the Gambino hit? No.
What Gambino hat?
You're not talking about what's his name? Which Gambino?
I don't think any Gambinos ever got killed. Except, I mean, Castellano was their cousin, but like actual Gambinos, none of them ever got killed that I know of.
Uh, mm, I mean, at the end, not a lot of people liked Carlo. If that's what you're talking about, I
Really?
don't.
I thought he was like loved by everyone.
Nah, he was not like that one point. And then there's a story going around that Sonny Francis went to meet up with Carlo. and they were in a basement, and Sonny went to go pull out, like, I forget what he went to go pull out of his pants, like a piece of paper or some shit. And then Carlo like jumped to the floor because he thought it was a gun, supposedly. But I can't see that happening.
He got scared.
No, Gallo had nothing to do with the Castellano hit. That was all Gravano, Frankie DeChico, and Gotti and Quack Quack.
I don't know. That story sounds weird, Syrup. I don't think. Who said that story? Sonny said that? Or who?
Supposedly somebody told a story that that Sonny. It wasn't Sonny that said it, but somebody said that that's what happened. But because
Nah.
he wasn't liked at that point.
But you think someone like Carlo Gambino, like at that, like would like fucking shirt like do that? Like I don't think so. Like nah.
So there was a point in time where
Basically saying that
Carlo,
he got spooked when he reached.
yeah, he got spooked.
Nah, I don't see that happening.
But there was a because there was some shit going down with he got Tato to kill what's his name, Rav.
Anastasia.
Yeah, Anastasia and Rava.
Yeah. Yeah, that was like the greasiest move Toto ever did, huh?
He was crazy. That's
Yeah.
why I believe like a lot of Gravanos, like there's certain shit that I'm like, okay, I could put those. I try to put pieces together that make sense with what he says because he does try to be the hero in every story.
Yeah.
Did you see the one with him when Huck died and he started talking about Huck?
What did he say? Remind me. I've seen a lot of them.
So Huck died like a month or two ago. So he made a video, Rest Easy Huck. So Huck, he pulled out of the choir or whatever. Huck, he took care of Huck. Huck was one of his main shooters. So after Gravano went to Witsec, Huck was still with the Gambinos. And Peter Gotti wanted Gravano dead, so he sent Huck to Arizona. Huck called somebody called. Oh, so Sammy's brother-in-law told him where Sammy's sister lived or Sammy's wife or whatever. So Huck goes to Arizona to wait for freaking Sammy to go shoot him. And they never got to him, but Sammy was pissed off at it. And he was saying like when Sammy said when he dies he wants to ask Huck why he went there. And then he gave a hypothetical that if Huck was still there around, he would say, "Why'd you do all this? Tell me the truth, or you're gonna suffer for 3 days, and then I'm gonna kill you." And he's like, "Or I'm just gonna kill you after you tell me the truth in an easy way."
Sam would be lying though. He's a bullshitter.
Yeah,
Like you know how when he first came out, I was like, oh cool, this is so cool. Like yeah, he's a snitch, but and I even kind of bought the John Gotti shit when I first heard it. But then when he said the story of the Brotherhood of the Odin, the tattoo with corn fed and all of them. Well, it just so
uh,
happens Cricket was locked up with
yeah,
them at the same time in Arizona. You know, makes sense, right? Yes, it was all
yeah,
in Arizona.
yes,
So Cricket was like, I was like, I was even me. I was like, what the fuck? He got an Odin from the AB. Like, no way. Like just because of from our culture or whatever, from what we know. And then I asked him in a live chat, hey, Sammy said he got a fucking Odin when he was locked up in Arizona from a dude named Cornfed. And he just went off saying that's complete bullshit. Cornfed didn't even like fucking Sammy. That they didn't even fucking like him at all. And and that he doesn't know how he got it, but he didn't fucking get it from it's not a sanctioned tattoo that he got. He tried to say that it was a sanctioned AB tattoo, and that's when I knew, yeah, he's full of shit. To lie of something of that nature,
Yeah,
who I don't know what else you lied about then, because that's a big deal. That's a big deal.
yeah. There's a lot. Like, I believe maybe when he talks about Staten Island and certain parts of Brooklyn and certain names that I knew growing up, and then I'll piece it together with the like because there's still news articles that I could pull up. All that shit, from his books. When he's doing shit from that was in his books, I'll believe that. But then when people start asking him new questions, he's bullshitting like most of the time. But his
Yeah,
book is like the most accurate Sammy you'll get from him. That's when I think it was from the 90s he wrote the book.
I just wish he was more like D. Leonardo, where he admits he's a fucking rat, and just admits it. But he doesn't, bro. He tries to. He still acts like if he's the hero in his head, he's the hero of the whole situation. He's he even said at one point that if he went back to New York, he felt like he could take over again. Like he actually said, did you see him? Did you hear him say that?
Yeah, he said the feds won't let him back here because that he'll take over again, which won't
Jesus.
happen.
Yeah, he's delusional.
Because as far as I know right now, the Sicilians still run shit. And they wouldn't put up with somebody like him, and he's like 85 years old. What the fuck's he gonna do?
Damn, imagine if he just ends up whacked one day, bro. 86-year-old former Gambino monster Simon the Bull Urbano was found dead in his Scottsdale, Arizona home. Signs of forced entry and two gunshot wounds to the head. And police said they found a small rodent, a rat, in his mouth.
The reason why I think he wouldn't come here is because you can't carry.
You think he carries?
Yeah, he definitely carries.
Yeah, he probably
I
does.
I know when Huck went to go kill him, they went to Tato's son, and Tato's son told them to go F themselves, that he wasn't going to do it. And then, what's his name? The guy, the German from the Gambinos. What was
Joe
his name?
Watts?
Joe Watts. Joe Watts wanted to go kill him too, and he tried to get Joey Bellotti to do it. And Joey told him, if one, oh, Joe, he wanted to kill Sammy's son. So Joey said, if the hair gets touched on Sammy's son's head, I don't care who does it, you're all dead. That I believe. That story is definitely true.
Joe Watts said that they killed, that he would kill everyone.
No, Joey Bellotti, Tommy Bellotti's his brother, because they were tough guys.
So they defended his family.
Yeah, because they were like Sammy always says, but these guys, Joe Bellotti, he was a true Cosa Nostra guy. So he played by the rules and shit. You can't just go, because once you start hitting family, then that's it. It's over. Everyone's, it's going to be all out war and nobody's safe. Everyone would have to move type shit.
Then it would be real fucking organized, fucking disorganized crime.
Yeah, because if that rule ever,
I guess that's what made them very successful. The mob, the American Italian mob, that they always kept some sort of civility, and they tried their best to assimilate into society. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like they tried to be part of the neighborhood, to be New Yorkers, I guess. Um, and other organized entities aren't like that. They kind of like dominate and take over and just fuck up a neighborhood. But they didn't, like wherever they were. It wasn't like it didn't get ugly. Like Camorra, you know what Camorra does in Italy, right? In cartels, we know what they do around them. But the mob never really fucked up people's lives like that. I guess. I guess with the heroin, but I
yeah.
mean, they only did it in places where they were going to shoot up regardless. You know what I mean?
Like there's stories like Big Paul, so Castellano. There was some kids that were messing with him and shit, and then he grabbed them up. He brought them to the house, and then he scared the shit out of them and said, "See, you can't just because you see an old man, you can't just start thinking you could do whatever you want." He taught them a little lesson. He didn't beat them up or anything, but he gave them a couple of dollars and he said, "Get out of here." But once certain boyfriends started messing with the daughter, and then one tried to extort, then those guys got whacked. Like
Yeah.
they thought they could extort the daughter because the father's a mobster. That didn't go well.
So they try to blackmail the daughter.
Yeah, they were like, I forget how much money they wanted, and then Paul killed the guy.
What do you know? What's Pete Gotti up to right now?
He's dead, I think.
Nah, Gene Gotti. I mean, Gene.
Oh, Gene. Gene tried to get back in, I heard, but they weren't having it.
The Sicilian weren't having it. The Sicilian. The Sicilian.
Yeah, I think he tried to make it back to the Gotti crew. Like he wanted it to be ran by the Gottis again, but they said no. So
But I mean, how would that even work? I mean, at best, he'd probably be a capo with a crew, but
well, that's what. Yeah, well, they didn't even want that.
oh shit!
Yeah,
So
a
they
lot.
just shelved him.
Yeah, they shelved him,
That's fucked up.
which is pretty crazy. He did fucking 30 something years. He didn't rat. He comes out, and they don't want nothing to do with him.
Well, I mean, I put myself in a Sicilian's shoe. They don't really fuck with the Gottis, and they're Neapolitans, and that name. I mean, you shake a guy's hand's name, like imagine just the heat that would come on them from having an active Gotti in the Gambino family nowadays. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think that's what they thought about mostly, and then the son. I mean, John's son probably fucked up the name. With I mean, he didn't keep it real. Let's be real. He didn't keep it gangsta. How his dad would keep it gangsta.
Gene, yeah, hypnotized Gene is the brother.
Gene's the
So,
brother, yeah.
so Gene was made before all of them. Besides John, he was made legitly. Like it wasn't nepotism. He earned his shit. Like he was a stand. He was the best Gotti in my opinion. He was the most level-headed Gotti. It's the
He got
smartest one.
he got caught on a heroin pinch, right?
Yeah. So he would have basically John made him not because he could have copped a plea and did like 5 years and got out. But John said, no, you're going to trial. You're not admitting anything. You're just, you're fighting your trial. And then he wound up doing 30 something years with, I forgot who he went away with.
Well, because if he admits it, then he's ostracized.
Yeah, but he didn't look anyway. He's fucked anyway. Cause now
But if he would have admitted to it, if he
John,
would have admitted to it, he would have done 5 years, right?
he would have got killed. I think John would have
He,
got him.
yeah, it would have been bad for all of them, for the whole family, the Gaudis.
Yeah,
I mean, that's stand up as fuck that he did that then.
yeah. Cause yeah, Gene and John, that's one thing you could say. They did not rat at all. You know, you got
Yeah.
like Vinny Basciano and Bananas. He wasn't a rat.
And those people that don't rat, it's almost like melancholic. Not sad, but it is a little sad in a way that they don't really get much out of not ratting. They just keep their reputation.
Yeah,
But fuck that, you know what I mean? Like I look at people like Sammy and Di Leonardo, they're out here living great lives. Like great lives, like they're not struggling by any measure. And but they ratted. And then people who like John Gotti, he fucking died chained to a bed, bro. Like,
made him suffer, man. You know what's crazy? They made him suffer, but they let out the Gemini twins.
yeah, I mean, that sucks.
Like the Gemini twins killed like at least 100 and something people.
Yeah, that's why I work for a living too. Yeah, cause fuck that. But yeah, they did sign up for it, I guess. I guess it just shows how absurd that whole life is, really, because at best you're gonna be a memory for idiots to be like, oh, he was a badass. Like at best, you know.
So I have a little theory on how everything went down from start to finish. So back in the 20s, it was a secret society. Nobody knew anything. And I have a feeling that Carlo Gambino, first you had Lucky, and after like Masseria and all them died, you had Lucky, and I think they were trying to make it like, oh yeah, make the Italians feel like they're special. Like I have a feeling like Meyer Lansky told them shit like that. Like make them feel special, Italian pride. Don't rat, because look what happens when you rat. Who gets in trouble? The boss gets in trouble. So they started making rules. You can't kill a boss because they wanted to stay bosses. And then basically it was all for all these like top guys like Lucky and then Carlo Gambino and Lansky and all these top guys, while all the because it's a pyramid.
It's a pyramid scheme. It's a
Yeah,
Ponzi scheme.
the top guys are never gonna get in trouble. Carlo never did a day in jail. I think he did one day or some bullshit like that. He died peacefully, right?
Yeah.
So I have a feeling he was like playing both sides of the fence with the law. He was buying, politicians, and they probably knew there was Cosa Nostra at that point, but it was supposed to be a secret society.
Well, the most successful gangsters in history, there's no like clear. They're very gray people. You know what I mean? Like again, I think a successful criminal, a real successful criminal, knows how to navigate both worlds really well. So
Yeah,
like you have to like someone like Lucky, he knew how to deal with politicians, with hoodlums, with gangsters, with businessmen. Um, and he was like an all round dude. I've heard stories of Lucky in Sinaloa, where that he would get heroin from Sinaloa back in the day from Pedro Aviles. That motherfucker's a real fucking gangster, bro. Like that motherfucker is like known all over the place.
Damn.
And I mean, in Mexico, that's a common practice. You pay off politicians to go after your enemies.
Yeah,
Um, I mean, maybe that's a rap move, but like it gets to a point where it's like by any means necessary, and and
that's why I think like those top guys were safe, and then you had the captains and the soldiers doing all the work, and then they got screwed.
yeah, yeah,
That's why I think one of the most successful ones that really didn't need all that shit was Castellano.
nah, yeah. I mean, how so? What do you mean? Like he didn't need what the what?
Like he didn't play both sides because he was on the commission case. They wanted to put him away. So
No,
he wasn't a part of that shit. He tried to, he learned from Carlo Gambino.
yeah.
So, a lot of people on Reddit and shit that'd be like, oh, Paul, he was a
But
bad
those
boy.
early days of the mob were more fluid. It was more like it was different in those early days. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, those guys were just making the rules as they pleased. They were just doing whatever they wanted.
Yeah. And then I think Paul, his biggest mistakes were he had like the DeMeo crew, and he was taking envelopes and shit from dealings, and he had Angelo Ruggiero, and just that was his downfall.
And we even see that in The Godfather too, though, how they have McCluskey on the payroll, and they
Yeah,
have McCluskey go against the enemy cops or the enemy families. So like you would say that that family's working with the police department, right? Technically, you could say that, but I mean, would that be called ratting? You're sending cops on other people? That would be ratting, isn't it?
technically, yeah,
But it's a power move in reality.
it is.
So
Yeah,
and then Tony does it too with Harris. He has like some sort of dealings with Harris, and he gets the drop on Phil that way, and
he sends Feach away.
sends Feach away as a power move. Not like sometimes like gangsters will use the law to their well, even Cheeto in fucking Gamora.
Yeah,
Like the most successful gangsters that they will do shit like that.
yeah. So Hypnotized said Mexicans are a different story. You don't hear about the kind of torture they do in Mexico on this side. I think there would be a lot less mobsters if the same brutality that was used in Mexico was stateside. Um,
I don't know, but that's a
I mean,
it's different atmospheres because in Italy, you could argue it's that same level of violence in Italy. Those dudes be hacking people up, fucking beheading motherfuckers, killing families. It's very similar, the Italian organized crime, but it's because they've been able to evolve that violence because they're out in the mountains, they're out in rural places. So they've been allowed to, have those levels of violence because, like a town like fucking Corleone, it's in the mountains, isn't it?
yeah,
It's probably like Baliraguato, where Chapo and them are from, a fucking mountain city, or a mountain town. You can't get to it by, you can only get to it by like horse or a fucking donkey, or you need a helicopter to get up there.
yeah,
I
yeah,
bet you at one point there weren't even roads to get to that fucking place. So they start to make their own, I'm gonna sound like Neto, they start to make their own mode of conflict resolution.
yeah,
The Mezzogiorno, the poverty of the Mezzogiorno. But yeah, that's why it goes that far. Like here, stateside, there's a lot of law and order, right? It's a very you can't really get to that level of violence because there's no it's not there's no isolated place like New York is just surrounded by people, and but like in some places like in Italy or in Mexico, they're just isolated from civilization. So the level of violence kind of just fucking goes wild.
Yeah, then there's not cameras everywhere. The statistics, they can't keep up with it. They don't have the resources. And plus, you do see shit in Mexico because they're filming shit sometimes.
Yeah, I stopped watching those. I remember when it got like for a little while, it was like a new thing on the internet, but I saw like one of them, and I never wanted to see one again.
Yeah, I saw one, and I'm still haunted.
Yeah, like when they when when the gurgling when they're cutting the heads off and the
Uh,
blood, like
uh,
it's fucked, bro. It's fucked.
yeah, it's just
I think I don't know, but Tony was fucked at the end. He was either gonna get killed or do life.
I say he died because of since Phil got whacked in front of his family. I think Tony got the same result.
The commission got together. They said, "Fuck this New York pygmy shit."
Yep.
Well, yeah, I mean, Tony fucked up when he drove into Brooklyn and did he kill Coco?
No, he almost did.
He tried to, for sure. He definitely tried to.
Yeah. The only reason I know he didn't die is because little Karma was like, "You almost killed the guy," and he's like, "I should have killed him."
I would have total support.
Yeah, and he's right. He would have had support.
From who?
Uh, yeah, that's true. From who?
The way he if he had handled it correctly, he would have had support. If he would have had a sit down, I was disrespected, then yeah, that he would have been he would have been able to use that as leverage.
Yeah,
But he blew up and went over there and fucked it up. But it could have been like that could have been like the best thing to happen where he could have like used that to just use it as leverage at a sit down because I'm sure Phil wouldn't have. I mean, Phil was pretty. I don't think he would have enjoyed hearing that Coco said something like that.
right. Because he
You
was,
know,
well, yeah. Like as much as Phil was crazy, he wouldn't have
he
appreciated.
he wasn't an animal, bro. Phil, like,
No, he only was mad because of his brother.
and that's understandable.
Yeah,
And I mean, yeah, he didn't. I saw a video from Cineraner. He said Phil did nothing wrong, and I was like, you know what? You're right. Phil's a fucking gangster through and through.
yeah. Pete was saying the same thing. He said, as far as Cosa Nostra, he's like Phil was right the whole time. He said New York was never wrong.
Yeah, Tony was wrong the whole time. Like the veto thing,
Yeah,
like he just like why are you even going? Like at one point he was actually considering allowing Vito to work under the Soprano banner in Atlantic City and kick up to him.
yep. That was, and then Paulie heard that,
He just got up and left.
and then that's when Phil comes along and says he's in town. He just knew. Where,
Dude, I think that's where Paulie was like,
yeah, I think Paulie gave him up.
I think that's where Paulie was like, fuck this cocksucker.
Yep. The theories on 3 o'clock and Purgatory from Chris.
I heard all of them, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, I had one theory because I don't know. Michael Imperiali won't give it up. He won't tell me what 3 o'clock is.
I guess my it's in the direction Tony looks, 3 o'clock.
Yeah,
And the door is at 3 o'clock, isn't it? Or the bathroom or some shit like that.
Yeah, it was like 3 o'clock. But is Chase that smart? I don't know.
I don't think so. He's a fucking idiot. I mean, so let's break it down. What did David, aside from coming up with the idea, did he write the show? Did he write it?
He wrote the first episode and the last episode.
Okay. So so people would just bring him the stuff and he'd be like, "Okay, cool," or "No, I don't like this."
Yes.
But he wasn't like really, like, you know what I mean? Like he wasn't the one that, like, other people made it what it was. Like he put down the skeleton, but other people made it what I think it was the actors, the other writers, and yeah, I think it was the actors really, dude.
So he would watch the tapes and stuff and be like, "Oh, I want this instead." And like he did all of that too. But the whole 3 o'clock thing was written by Michael Imperioli because both 3 o'clock shits that happened was written by Michael Imperioli and who was the other one? Was it Terry Winter? I think. And they were. I put a thing out because they were both Twilight Zone fans. And then 3 o'clock in the Twilight Zone, there was a guy, Mr. Death. So I thought maybe it could be that.
He was Mr. Death or who?
There was this guy, and he was supposed to save this girl because Mr. Death was coming. And Chrissy had a daughter. And it was like something similar to this certain Twilight episode, Twilight Zone.
I probably have to watch it. But yeah, I mean, who knows what happened to him? Hopefully Chase fucking tells us before he fucking croaks. Piece of shit.
Uh, he's old, right? He's like 80.
Yeah, he's getting up there.
He's starting to forget too.
He's just such a jerk, dude. Like the way he just treats people, like in interviews. Like I remember someone was interviewing him, and they were like, "Why are you asking me all these personal questions? Why do people care about that? I don't see what that has to do with anything." Motherfucker, he's interviewing you for the show or the interview, like the fucking like, and then one time they told him, "Were you surprised about James Gandolfini's death?" And he's like, "No, he didn't take care of himself."
That pissed me off.
I was like, huh? Like, ugh. At that moment, I was like, fuck this guy.
Yeah, that whole whatever they came out with not too long ago on HBO with Chase. I didn't like the way he was talking.
Yeah, he was. There's honesty is good, but then there's also something called prudence. Like, just be prudent and know how to say things. Yeah, we know he ate a lot, but it's not really his place to say it. You know what I mean? I know why he died, but just say rest in peace, James, and shut the fuck up. You know, fuck you.
Yeah, I think people were mad because James can't defend himself.
And in life, he didn't like each other in life either.
Yeah, they didn't like each other.
Those type of people are my favorite people.
Yeah, I mean, if yeah, there's ways. There. I know people that are brutally honest, and sometimes I can't stand them. But
I like honesty too, but there's some people who like they just like to like they feel like they're like intellectually, I don't know, better or something, and then they tell you like, oh well, it's this way, not that way,
yeah,
and
like
then you're like, okay. Thank you. Anything else? Like,
Like imagine there's an episode of the Twilight Zone too where this guy he's forced to be honest. He was a used car salesman and he couldn't sell a car because he had to be honest the whole time. So if you're honest, like 100% brutally honest the whole time, I don't think you're gonna get very far. To be honest,
to be honest, but
think that.
like, was that even honesty though at that point? Like, I guess he was being honest, but
Like imagine if the world's honest, 100% honest, and the government's like, yeah, we're doing this and that and these experiments, and then the politicians are like, yeah, this is bullshit, and then the other people are like, yeah, money's an illusion, we print it all the time. Imagine everyone's honest. Yeah, we're printing chicken because there's no.
hypnotize. You'll get far with me. Put your put your cards on the table so I know what I'm dealing with. Hey, that's one way for sure. That's one way. Hey, I could dig that.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's hard to find that stuff though. Like completely trustworthy people.
like if I'm giving advice and shit, yeah, I'm gonna be 100% honest and stuff. But if somebody's like, yeah, how do I look? I'll just be like, yeah, you look good. Yeah, you know.
I know which one you're talking about. I forget the name. Um, Let It Go or some shit. I forget. I know which one you're talking about. Where the kids in a band. Yeah. No, I have family like that. They're very honest. Um, like I had a cousin. She died very young. She was like 34. She died during COVID. Um, but she had a very poor diet her whole life. Like like chips, soda, and stuff. And and my sister made that comment in the same week. And then we were talking about Anna. I was like, oh, Anna passed away, and then she said like very matter of factly, she didn't take care of herself though. And I was like, whoa. Like I guess she was being honest, but I it caught me off guard anyways.
Yeah, there's a time and a place for certain things.
She's always lie to the police. Yeah. Yeah. Oh
The
shit, my
police.
shift is over. I did 1 minute of overtime. Fuck me.
Oh shit. Yeah, the police. No, you don't have to lie to them. You just don't have to tell them anything because they can't help you. Only the prosecutor could help you or the judge. But the cops, they can't help you. So just plead the fifth.
Yeah.
Because lying, what is that, obstruction?
Yeah, I've never lied to cops actually. I've always told them the times that I've been in trouble, I just tell them I tell them straight up what it is, and it's helped me.
Hypnotized. I wouldn't even say I don't know anything. I wouldn't say nothing. I would just look at them and just say nothing.
Yeah, because a lot of times, bro, people like they ask you all these questions so that they can take you.
Yeah, that's all
So
they.
a lot of times they can't take you until you open your mouth.
Yep. I hate what like I watch it all the time. I watch the shit with uh, people put out like these cops, and they'll ask these people questions, and then these people are talking before they're even reading them the rights and shit. I'm like, oh my god.
Yeah, it's like don't say nothing.
People get so scared of cops too. I don't know why.
Nah, no. I mean, I've been one time I got into it wasn't a fight, but it was like an argument, and then the cops came. Me and my girl had an argument, right? and we yelled. We didn't we like we yelled. We were like yelling at each other, and because she didn't want me to go out or something. And then the cops came and they made me sleep somewhere else. They made me go sleep like at my aunt's house or something.
Oh, yeah, like yeah, I mean, hypnotized. I never been to jail either, but there's times I'll be like, oh yeah, I didn't know. Oh, the back headlights. Okay, and then sometimes there's different run-ins. They'll say stupid shit to me, and then I'll just you know I'll have a couple words to say back that has nothing to do with anything that they asked me. I'm just standing my ground back, and everything's good. Well, yeah, if you're denying, it depends. I don't know. I never got in some crazy shit where I had to like completely lie.
Be near. Wait. Well, one time I did, but yeah, one time I lied to the cops. I was gonna some dudes were trying to steal my well, let's just say that some guys were trying to kidnap me or do something to me. I knew exactly who they were, but I was able to get away from them. And there was some cops on the corner. There was like four cops, bro. I think there was a car accident or something. I ran towards them. It's like, they're trying to steal my car. They tried to steal my car. And then they all surrounded me and protected me. And they're like, so you have no idea who these guys are. And they even checked my phone and I knew everything, but I just lied to them and I was like, yeah, I don't know who they were. I just came here to pick up my buddy on my way to work. And and yeah, they took me home. But that's how I broke my arm. You know how I don't know if I ever told you that I have a broken left elbow.
Oh shit!
I mean, it's fine now. Like I got surgery and everything. But yeah, I straight up lied that time.
There was one time I was younger. I saw this kid get beat up. Somebody I knew did it, and then all of a sudden, cops come. And I'm like, yeah, they ran in the weeds over there. I saw it. And then it turns out there was actually people in the weeds. Like there wasn't supposed to be anybody there where I pointed. And they grabbed up random people I didn't even know. I,
Damn,
what
bro.
the fuck? I was like, I just point to these random weeds and there's actually people in there.
That's crazy. You snitched. You snitched without wanting to.
Yeah. Am I getting paid for this stream? No.
I was clocked in at work,
Yeah, Leo was.
but now I'm not. Now I'm back to $0 an hour.
I'm doing this on spec.
It was syrup all the way.
I mean, if I delete all my Soprano shit, I could get paid for this.
I mean, I mean, you don't do this. Do you do the lives? I mean, I just come on here to talk shit. I just come on
Yeah,
here to talk.
I come to talk. The other channel, no, I don't even. Yeah, I do get paid on the other channel's live streams.
33 an hour right now. Oh, good for you, Nathan. That's some. You could, you could, you could, you could eat. You could eat off of that for sure.
What do you do for 33 an hour? I gotta know. That guy earlier, John Smith, he was pretty good. He was doing some contract and shit for 50 years. He said
50
he was,
years.
he was making like 175 an hour.
I don't make that. I make 29 and change, but I get bonuses too. So it adds up like after the month. So, but I'm able to pay my mortgage and you know live okay. Like I'm not rich or anything by any means, but at least I can feed myself and have a roof and not worry about it too much. You know.
You're richer than 95% of the planet.
Yeah, I mean, I'm very thankful. That's why when people say "fuck the U.S.," oh the U.S. this, the U.S. sucks. I'm like, well, I'd rather be here than anywhere the fuck else. And I'm still happy to fucking be born an American, and I'm fortunate, and I'm never gonna say America sucks.
I think people just get mad at certain things and then they'll say that.
Well, I mean, if you get mad at people in office, that's one thing. But I mean, the land is the land.
Yeah, the land is always the land. Yeah.
I don't want to lose the land. You know what my father had to do to come here? I'm just kidding. uh,
One of my great uncles, he was in Vietnam, and then he ended up working with the CIA. Actually, he
oh,
was he was building like computer shit for them during that war. And then he
okay.
moved back to Italy. He lives by Switzerland right now.
He must be
He's
an interesting fellow.
Yeah, I don't. He doesn't even talk to any of us. He has millions of dollars. He's chilling in Milan right now, right by Switzerland.
Damn, he's a northern Italian.
I hate the North.
He probably speaks proper Italian, huh?
Yeah, he's proper, and he's got millions and millions. He has so much money he'd even care. Like recently, my great aunt died, and she left him she left him a good like 700,000, and he's he has like 200 grand in the U.S. In a checking account that he don't even care about.
Must be nice.
I know. I mean, he is like 80 something years old. Yeah, he's like 80 right now. But
I
he's like,
stopped working for a week. My life falls apart.
yeah,
No, but I mean, it's not. It's nice to see older people who are well off because it's scary to get old broke. Like I look at my grandma. She did things the right way, bro. She has two pensions. She has her savings. She has like land. She still has people working her land, and every year she gets money from like harvesting too, like from her and from her pensions. And she gifted my mom a house.
wow.
Yeah, so like my mom never gave me a house, shit. But yeah, she's 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 an example to follow.
So
And
you doing
she's
you
from
doing
and she's Sinaloa, and she's the one that's 100% Sinaloan. So like they just got that fucking business acumen. I don't know.
That's awesome, man. So you're doing the whole mortgage thing on your own?
No, it's me and my sister.
Oh, that's good.
Nah, bro, I couldn't do it on my own. Fuck no. It's me and my sis. We share the mortgage and we pay half and half. And it's 3,200. Um, and yeah, we've been there since last for like a year now, and we've been doing okay.
That's awesome. You know, I found out recently what mortgage means.
What?
So the first word is mort.
Death.
Yeah, and then gauge, like to engage. It's a death engagement,
That's the Italian flag, Irish flag, Mexican flag.
and then
Uh, I don't know the right one. The one on the end.
is the end the Irish one?
I thought the Irish one was the second one.
My shit's so small I can't even see the. Is that Let me see. No, I don't know the last one right now. I can't see it too good. Oh, India.
India. Doesn't India have like a logo in the middle though?
That's what I thought.
That's why I didn't say India.
That's what I thought too. My favorite season would probably be season two.
Season two. Yeah, I like watching random episodes from like smack dab middle of The Sopranos from like season two or season three, because I
Yeah,
feel like I'm safe. Like there's still a lot to happen. It's not about. It's like there's still a lot of Sopranos left, so I feel like I'm in the thick of Soprano world. So I always like watching like mid seasons for some reason, like the
yeah.
middle seasons.
I try not to watch it when I go to bed anymore because whenever I hear gunshots and stuff, I just get pissed off.
You get pissed off,
Yeah, if I wake up to gunshots and like those kind of noises,
like on TV.
yeah, it pisses me off. If I'm woken up prematurely, I don't know, I turn crazy.
Oh, interesting. I wake up very easily, so I I wake up. I'm a very light sleeper. Like literally, as soon as someone moves my knob, I'll wake up. Like in my room.
Yeah, if somebody tries to come in, yeah, I'll wake up. But if I'm in a deep sleep and then somebody wakes me up, I don't know, I just get so angry. I've always
What
been.
the fuck do you want? I'm slumbering, bitch.
I,
What the fuck could possibly be so important? Ah!
that's another thing. When I wake up, I don't talk for like an hour and a half. I can't talk. I could, but I don't have anything good to say.
Yeah, I can't really start yet. Like in the mornings in the server, I can't start. I can't really start yapping like for real. Like I yap until I have my coffee. Like I gotta be up for like an hour, have my coffee, and then
Yeah,
I'll go in the server and say like, "Good morning, Big Nam." But but yeah, I gotta have my coffee.
me too.
Name this flag. That's what the fuck? I never seen that flag.
That's the tax of getting old. No, bro, I've been that way since I could remember. 13 years old, I remember. Woken up for school, pissed off. I'd go into school first period. I wouldn't say anything. It'd take me like third period to start talking.
Mad at the world.
Built a vacation rental business on the lake.
Do you drink a lot of coffee, Syrup? Are you a coffee guy?
So I was drinking like 6 cups a day, and now
Oh,
I'm down to two now.
what how do you drink it? Like drip coffee or mocha pot?
So I'll make a I'll make a pot, and I'll have like cream in it, and then I'll throw like 4 sugars, like light and sweet. I call it
Okay. When you say pot, do you mean like drip coffee or do you put it on the stove?
the stove.
Like the ones in Gamora?
Yeah,
Let's go. Yeah, I'm gonna buy one, dude. I'm gonna get one. I don't know if this weekend or next weekend, like once I have time. But yeah, I tried them at my cousin's house. Bomb.
yeah. The drip coffee. I don't know. I don't really like it too much.
Why the hell is Coke popular again? Like it's the 80s. Yeah, that is true. I've been seeing a lot of streamers talk about that they do Coke. I think it was always popular because I mean those bricks they go somewhere. Someone's snorting them, and they they go to the U.S. So I guess maybe people are talking about it more now.
Somebody just got caught by where I'm from. Um, they're doing 8 years because it was laced with fent.
What, the coke?
Yeah,
Jesus. Why do they do that, bro? Like I mean, I don't know. The streets probably changed, but like if I was a coke dealer, I would want to have the good shit so that they'd keep coming back. You know, I wouldn't want to cut it with fucking fat.
I know.
If anything, I'd cut it with vitamin powder or some shit. Not more drugs.
Yeah, that's what he said. It's cheaper.
Maybe he buys coke that has fent because it's cheaper, and then he cuts it. I don't know, but that's just wild. Whatever happened to just throwing a little baking soda, little ice, stirring it up, and rocking it up?
One of these mob movies need y'all. Which movie y'all would pick? Bronx Tale, Godfather One, or Goodfellas? If you're gonna watch it right now, I would probably, I don't know, maybe Godfather One right now.
Yeah, it has a Christmas scene in it, so it's
Yeah,
Christmas time, Christmassy.
yeah. You meant
Nah, they're not. Some of them are though. Shit.
I knew a kid where he was so smart with like what do they call it? It's like some kind of scientist when you put the shit together. What do they call them? Chemists. So
Mm-hmm.
he was like a chemist, and then I remember this was a long, long time ago where he was making Adderall. He knew how to make it,
What the fuck?
and now he works for the companies and shit. Like legit, he makes
He,
he
he,
makes their Adderalls.
he was selling it on the street, and then he went to go work for the company.
Yeah,
God damn.
yep.
See, that's what I mean. That goes back to people who know how to navigate both sides really well. Those are like, and I've seen that, bro. I've seen people like that that they have their legal life in order, taxes, the business, everything, and then they have that other side in order as well. But it's really hard to get to that point.
Like if you're a good felon, like if you know how to like cheat casinos and all that shit, they'll wind up eventually hiring you to figure out like what you did, and then you're part of their team after.
Well, that's what happened to that guy, right? Catch Me If You Can. He ended up working for the
Yeah,
FBI, right?
yeah, because he knew about all the documents.
And the best techniques and all that stuff.
Yeah,
Well, yeah, I mean that makes sense. It's
yeah.
like the Brian James in the streets. There's one every million knuckleheads for every million knuckleheads. Yeah, but like here in Mexico, like bosses of the mafia or the organized crime, bro, they could be generals, they could be fucking high ranking politicians, could be fucking, it could be anyone down here, dude. It's crazy down here.
I still want to go.
Yeah, you should, dude. One day, eventually, if you ever want to come down here, we could organize something. Like I
I
said, I'm close to Puerto Vallarta and San Blas. There's a lot of beach activities. Um, yeah,
Is you writing notes on a criminal fucking conspiracy?
Spend some good time with the ladies down there. Well, hopefully you had fun and nothing dangerous happened. What year was that? Probably not recently. I mean, Tijuana's always been crazy though. TJ's always been fucking nuts. Like from the 90s onward, I think it's always been crazy.
Yeah, you. Why? You're writing notes on a criminal live stream. You got the
What the fuck? He-
crowd.
He's the mayor of Cancun. Uh, yeah, I guess it is. I still wouldn't go out late night in Tijuana. Like I wouldn't go out. I mean, I never go out anywhere, but I'd probably try to be back home by 10:30.
The Dominican Republic was such a scam, man. Like, I don't know.
You went there?
Yeah, you got to pay as soon as you want to get into their country, or else you can't get in.
They want to make sure they get some money off of you.
Yeah, they robbed me blind out there. And then I tried walking the streets, man, and it was pretty scary. They would send little girls with flowers, and once the girl touches you with a flower, you have to buy it or else. Now, I don't know what the or else part would have been, but you would just have to start shelling out money.
Yeah, you could tell me it's nice. My aunt and cousin just went there. They liked it a lot. Um, it is nice down here, guys. It is. It is really nice. I love it here. I'm here at the moment, and it's great weather, great food, and I have a really good time. You know what's crazy, Syrup?
Yeah.
People can tell I'm not from here.
Really?
Yeah,
How?
I don't know.
Is it the accent?
They say it's the accent and the way I look and just how I am. So yeah, you could tell you're not a local. And I was like, okay, well, I thought I mean, I guess I just don't look like I live here. I guess is what they were trying. What people tell me sometimes.
I mean, that makes sense. You're wearing different clothes that they don't wear.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. I don't know what it is, but cause I mean I look Mexican. And I don't know. They called me Güero the whole time. Yeah, Mexican people are nice, bro. Though they are really nice. Like if Mexican people weren't so nice, I feel like this country would be way more fucked. Like Mexico,
Yeah.
but like people are so good that they don't. I mean, it's fucked right now, but it could be more fucked. But people are so nice. Like neighbors are nice to each other. Like here, like I know all the neighbors around here. They all know my mom. They all know me. And like here, one day I don't have food. I could go to my neighbor and be like, "Hola, doña Sarita, ¿qué cocinó hoy?" And they'll offer me food. In the states, my neighbor, I don't even know my neighbors. Um, and just like they would never offer me food, you know. But
Yeah.
do you know your neighbors, Sarah? Like, were you ever in a situation where you knew your neighbors well?
There were times where wartime they would come out with me, just for wartime though.
Okay. So you, Fernando Mendoza, baby.
Jerry,
Where's Jerry at?
¿cómo está? Blazing Killer.
Oh, Jerry.
Yeah, we used to have wars back in the day, so when it was time to rally the troops, they would come out.
Yeah, during Prohibition too. That was a big thing. Going to like border Mexican towns to drink.
What
The
do you mean,
socials.
like the greasers? What do you mean, the greasers?
Oh, and if y'all are enjoying the live and Syrup's content, y'all can join the Discord. He's in there all the time, and other content creators.
Yeah, the
Join the familia.
oh, like the outsiders. Um, it was because when we had to go fight, we were fighting like I'm not even exaggerating when I say 75 to 100 people. So
Like
we
a
would,
rumble,
yeah, so we would have to come out with our whole neighborhood to go fight.
like the
So
Warriors and shit.
yeah, there was a time where we filled up a whole train to go to a part of the island, and there was about 200 of us, and then
God damn,
about like 150, 200 of them, and
bro.
it was crazy, man.
I just fucking all the respect. I just fucking imagine Battle of the Bastards. Fucking- like a whole bunch of people and shit, like in Game of Thrones.
Yeah, it was crazy, man. Oh, Borko banned you from the Discord. He banned you, or somebody else banned you? Why? Why would happen? What'd you do? 6 no shows, 8 no works.
He could maybe do two, three no-show jobs, maybe two no works.
Oh, you had some joke. Yeah, certain jokes are because it's against the whole Discord policy, so we got to follow those rules. Just like here. Yeah, it's not. You know, I don't care about those jokes, but Discord does. That's why.
How long? When was that? How long ago was that? Maybe it was me. I'm just kidding. It wasn't me.
It's probably Matt, that animal. Oh, 2 years ago.
2 years ago.
So try and it was probably one of those other idiots that aren't around no more.
DM Syrup in Discord, and we'll see what's
Yeah,
up.
yeah. Hit me up on there. What's my name on there? CEERUP.
Yeah. So 2 years ago, that was a long time ago. So maybe Oh, okay. He doesn't want to go.
Uh,
Well, then fuck you then. All due respect.
is it wrong to suggest you make your own? I don't even want to, bro. To be honest.
Yeah, I always thought you would make your own Discord, Sarah.
Uh, it's it's so much work.
Yeah, it's
I
a bitch dealing with people. Fuck yeah.
like look what Borko has to go through.
Yeah.
It's a
No,
lot
yeah.
dealing with
It,
8,000 people.
yeah, it is a lot. It's I don't even know how I have. I mean, I guess my life is fits it very well because of the nature of my job.
Yeah.
But like a normal person, I mean, can't be on there all day.
Like I'll have my community posts and then I'll have Instagram and then anyone could email me or you'll find me in the Discord or X. I'm on X too. But I don't really talk on X because there's too many bots. Power Book 4 Force. Uh, I don't think what the show Power.
It's okay, hypnotized. We've been low key trying to recruit more people. Um,
We need
more,
we need good talkers right
yeah,
now.
like new blood. Like we want to have like good conversationists in there. Um, that's why we've been bringing it up a lot. Hopefully, you guys don't feel like we're jamming it down your throats or anything.
Uh, as anything okay? That's
Who,
fine.
who'd you think it was, Jerry? What the fuck? That's a salute, Jerry. Welcome in. Yeah, this is me. This is my voice. This is who I am.
Jerry, any cars get stolen lately? I'll build a ramp up to your channel, okay? And I'll bump in there.
Upload a Lionel up in there.
Yeah, always, Jerry. You know that. I got all the Oz episodes, bro. Don't worry, I got them.
Oz? Dr. Oz or what? What are you talking about?
The show Oz with Edie Falco.
Oh, where she's a nurse?
No, the prisons and shit.
Oh yeah, that was like the first HBO show, wasn't it? That like took HBO there or made HBO famous.
Yeah. Did I see that Diddy doc? No, but I heard some stuff about it. I'm
Dude,
not.
I want to watch that to laugh.
I do want to watch it. Isn't 50 Cent in it?
He produced it.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. So who's buying Warner Brothers? It looks like right now it might be Paramount. Diddy is a distraction. I agree. Netflix or Paramount is looking to buy it. Yeah, why? There was a battle where some guy was like, he was like, I'm loony and a maniac. I tried to warn a brother.
Do you guys remember the frog from Warner Brothers?
Yeah.
Didn't Warner Brothers wasn't like one of the first fucking Hollywood studios ever?
It was, I remember that when I was a kid.
Damn, they just went out. They couldn't keep up with the times. Now they're just like a division of a bigger company.
Yeah.
I think about Bugs Bunny when I hear Warner Brothers.
That's what I think about too. That he used to open up the Warner Brothers thing.
Yeah.
Do you remember the Disney intro with Tinkerbell dotting in the eye and it wasn't? No, I
I
forgot about
do.
Tinkerbell.
I do that one. Where she forms the castle, the silhouette of the castle.
Oh, oh, Batman animated. I got all those too on like a hard drive.
There's a lot of those though, you know?
Yeah,
Yeah, I remember that Tinkerbell thing.
this whole Mandela effect that we've been talking about. They do that just to mess with us.
I haven't
There's,
seen any good Disney stuff in a while.
I know. If I have any connections, I could possibly do interviews. There's a few people I'm trying to interview. Unfortunately, one of them went to jail. I was waiting for him to get out. Uh, so I'm gonna try somebody else soon.
Do Joe Scully. He's very open to everything.
I was trying to get some underground people, or possibly somebody from Dipset.
I saw that White Elk. That was cringe. It was cringe to watch. It was like she was drunk and her meds, like a mix of both.
Oh yeah, she's always. I think she's. I think she's a drinker.
She treated Tony Soprano for a long time.
I finally had a charger I brought out today, or else my phone would have been dead an hour ago.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you, hey, you're out here. Yeah, some of those reunions they do feel a little forced though, cause like you could tell it's just the people who need to work that do them. Like the A-listers never go to that shit. I never see Eddie Falco in them anymore.
She makes so much money.
Yeah, exactly.
Uh, the point, well, back in the day before all this shit, with the grapes and the wine and the fermentization and shit, it was supposed to just be some relaxation. You weren't supposed to get wasted. and then they modified everything, and that's where you get like 50 proof, 100 proof. But
How do they fermented fruit? How would that happen in nature?
so I know with the grapes, they produce there's some enzymes and shit, and then it turns into like this. I forget the science behind it, and then right now my brain. Um, but like in Jesus's time when they were drinking wine, it wasn't no one was getting wasted or anything like that.
Not really, man. With the plan, I didn't feel bad for any of them. It's hard to feel bad for other guys, especially if they're criminals.
The only one I felt bad for was Junior with the dementia.
Yeah, that sad scene was really sad. It always gets me. It makes me sad every time I see that last scene.
Yeah, I'm dealing with shit something similar now, and it's whack, man. Yeah,
Tony B had a sad life. He literally got like the short end of the stick of the mob life. Like he lost a daughter. He did like 20 years, and he fucking dies not even a year after getting out of jail. Like he lived a fucked up life for sure.
yeah.
Junior was heartless, but I guess it's sad. It would be sad to see anyone go through something like that.
I felt bad for Bobby at the first go around, and then the second time watching it, I was like, I don't really care.
Bobby turned into a fucking asshole season
That,
6, bro.
that's why, because as you're watching it in the first rewatch, your first ever watch, I mean, I was like, damn, that was a sad death, and then I realized it, and David Chase probably made this part happen where he did kill a guy. So we saw him kill his kid. I'm like, I ain't feeling bad for him. He wants to go play with trains during a war. That's what happens.
Yeah, the way he treats Chrissy too in
Yeah.
season 6. You know what I mean, right? He
So,
treated him all like shit. He like whenever like when he came to the bar that one time and he asked Tony and then he interjects. Why? What happened? Like he was talking to Tony, not you, but
oh yeah,
like
yeah, yeah,
and then when they're at the casino, Chrissy tells him something, like he just something in good faith, and then so what do you want from me? But
yeah,
remember, and then just there's a lot of little moments like that from Bobby. You don't really see him act that way in the earlier seasons.
yeah. He was a joke until like the Blue Comet.
Yeah. Well, they got Tony B was caught in that robbery he was supposed to do as Tony, no?
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's where he met all those New York guys.
Yep.
So he says that they were in Leavenworth, um, Angelo.
Yeah.
So was he in federal prison?
I think
Because
so.
robbery would be a state crime, wouldn't it? Unless they hit him with a RICO or I don't know.
Yeah, that part didn't make sense. And then why would John be folding clothes in Danbury? That I don't know why he would be there.
That's a state prison, right?
I believe so. But even still, they could have put him somewhere else.
Maybe they hold him in state prison while they go through the proceedings, then take him to Fed. I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, that didn't make a lot of sense that Angelo and fucking and Tony were together because one's from New York, and
Right.
it seems that the New York that was a Rico thing, wasn't it? Where they all went Phil and them.
Yeah, that was a Rico.
Yeah, you can't feel bad for gangsters, bro. They don't feel bad for anybody. Look how they treat working class people in The Sopranos. Look how they treat Salvitro, the truck drivers, um, even that cop he fucking abuses, the one that gives him the ticket.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like they don't give a fuck about normal people. If anything, they probably hate normal people that are able to like pay for themselves and have a happy. Well, they do. He said he hates the happy wanderer,
Yeah.
like the guy that's not worried about anything, that's fucking whistling down the street because he knows he's never gonna be that. He knows he's never ever gonna be able to just whistle down the street.
That's why the Happy Wanderer episode with that was Davey Scatino, and
But not really even. He was a gambling
yeah, but
addict.
then he was still like he didn't answer his calls, and then he was like still happy. He was like, "We our kids go to the same school together," and then he just punches him in his face, slaps him because he was so happy still, even though he lost and he didn't pay.
He was
So
still in La La Land.
yeah, where Tony wishes he was in La La Land. Yo, so why? The reason why you wake up at 3 almost every day is because from 3 to 4, your body's at its weakest point. The cop was a rabble rouser. That's what Zellman said.
Yeah, Tony was racist,
Yeah.
but he was taught to be racist because I remember when he was little, his mom tells him, "You
Oh,
better
yeah.
hurry up and catch the bus, or you're gonna have to walk through the colored neighborhood."
Yeah, back in those days.
Or when they arrest Johnny Boy, he like yells out, "Why don't you go arrest the Moulians? They're the ones tearing down New York."
Yeah. And then the Newark riots and shit. They could have did a better job with that movie.
Yeah, that was fuck that movie, man. I don't even want to think about it. You know what I hate the most about that movie?
What?
How that girl just fucks that guy, the black guy, for no reason.
Oh, yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
hated that shit so much, dude. Like I don't know why. I felt like it happened to me, bro. Like I don't know. It was just so. It was like what the fuck. I was like what? Like this is happening in The Sopranos. Like what the fuck? Like that's Dicky Montesanti. What the fuck? And
Yeah.
yeah, fuck that movie.
Was Tony the biggest hypocrite on TV? Nah. I could think of a few others. Uh,
Walter is a pretty big hypocrite. I would say Walter's a bigger asshole than Tony.
I think Dexter Morgan's a big hypocrite.
Ooh, I'm gonna watch Dexter next week.
Oh, you never saw it?
Nope. I'm
Uh,
excited.
that's my top. That's in my top five.
For real? Oh hell yeah.
So, Sopranos and Wires is number one. Number two is Gamora. Number three is Dexter.
Shit, I think it's about to be my number three.
I just love that actor, and the writing was great. And yeah, man.
I gotta go wash dishes. Are you gonna be on longer?
Probably not.
Oh man.
It's
All
almost
right.
1 a.m. almost.
All right. Well, all
I'll,
right, fellas.
I'll be on Discord in a bit.
All right, cool. Well, yeah, I'm gonna do some dishes and probably get just settle down here. I just got off work. But chat, nice chatting with y'all. Join the Discord if you guys want. But thank you for being here and Don Chiro. See you in Discord.
All right, salute, brother. So why? When you sending me those beats? I still gotta send you the verse. Then you're gonna send me the this whole song with my voice and everything. I mean, I could write, and I was gonna do a tester rap because I wrote some bars. Speaking of bars, friggin' Cassidy versus Easy the Block Captain, and it only went 1 round, and then they almost fought. Yeah, I was gonna do something. It was gonna be Sopranos, Wire, and Boardwalk Empire. I was gonna do a little. I wrote some shit down, and then Y could make me the beat, and then he would put it together if he wants. If he puts my voice in the beat and it's good, I will put it out. I have his email, so if he's not on right now, I'll email him, and maybe I'll wrap it tomorrow, and then he could work on that. I didn't wrap it yet. I just wrote it all, but I need a specific type of beat, preferably slow. And then we'll see how that goes. It all depends on the beat, though. I need a good beat. A hit is a hit. So if he does it for me, I'll probably make a music video, and I would put it out on this channel. Yeah, I would do that. I already got a camera. I got people that would film. I got locations, and we could get it going. Right now, I got about, I would say, 16 bars, maybe. I wanted to do 32. No, like real life music. I'd be in it. I'd film around New York. Maybe parts of Jersey. No, it would be different than Joe Pesci. I think it'll be good. Or I could do one strictly Sopranos first, and then I could move on to other shit. I'd call it the Sopranos song or something. It'd be fun just to try it out. Yeah, so why you're back. So I want to make that song. So what I would do is I'll rap the song, I'll send you my voice, you put it on a beat. No other voices in the background, just my voice. And then we can make that happen. Yeah, you gave me beats, but there was talking in the background, and then you'll send it back to me. Why? No, I don't want no ad libs. Just this, like, you'll hear my bars, and then you'll know what beats to put it on. I know you're smart. So we'll do that. I'll rap. I'll give you the rap. You put it on the beat, and then just email it back. I'll make the music video, and we'll see if it's a hit. Oh yeah. All right. So we'll get that done then. Maybe within the next 7 days, definitely. So I got a question. If I pause, you'll know where to. You could edit it, and you'll know where to put it in a different part of the beat. Or do you want me to go in one shot? All right, perfect. All right, so we'll get this done soon, and then we'll see if it's a hit. Oh, okay, I got you. All right, we're gonna make that happen then. So keep a lookout in your emails within the next few days. This is just gonna be a tester. You know what I'm saying? Just a tester. Yeah, I could rap about toxic stuff too, but I want to test something out. You know what I mean? After that, I could do rap about other shit, but I want to test this specific thing out first. All right, we'll do that then. I'll definitely take off, and then after that, I'll send some of my people some, whoever sees it. I could, talk to some people, and then maybe we'll get a real artist on too. It'll be fun. Yeah, it's gonna be me. It's gonna be shit that it's not gonna be bullshit. I'm not gonna just do it for views. It's gonna be something. I'm gonna just try it out and see what happens. That's why we've been talking about it for over a month now. I've been writing. I don't want to write just bullshit. So some of the stuff I got, I like it, but I want to see how it would come out. It's not about battle rap though. It's going to be a strict song. Yeah, I wouldn't say, I'm not going to talk about bad shit. That I would talk about what I would be normally talking about, like Immortal Technique type shit. Yeah, I understand what you're saying. Yeah, like I know some Napolitan rappers, they'll rap about their shit that happens where they're from, and I listen to all kinds of shit. I've been listening to shit since I was 7, so I know how it all works. I just want to make sure I'm not rapping some bullshit. No, I know, but what I'm saying was how he says what he wants to say. Or Sean Price. I could rap like Sean Price. I mean, Sean Price is one of the best, so no, I can't rap like Sean Price, but I have my own style, is what I'm saying. But yeah, I'm trying to give you like an example. Sean P. Yeah, we'll test how strong the following is because if the song flops, uh, you know, And if it works, Y's got a good partner. Right, Y? Then he starts seeing envelopes. If we take off, you get envelopes. No, I know. I wouldn't expect a bullseye on the first one. That's why I want to try something. I kind of have a little, method to my madness. I will try one thing, and then, if you want views on it, I'll collab with your music video. One hit one. I got half a cig left, and I'm getting off, boys. But I'll finish the song this week. I'll send it to you, and then hopefully we got something good here. Yeah, send me a snippet. You never know, I might like it. Send me a snippet. If you want, send it to me now, and then when I get off here in like 3 minutes, I'll look at it. Put your notification bells on and stuff. This is going on YouTube, not Instagram. All right, no problem. No, I wouldn't share it, bro. Don't worry. I ain't like that. Whatever you send me, I'm just going to check it out, and then I'll email you the input. I'm not going to share it to anybody. Don't worry about that. All right. I don't know. We'll see what goes on tomorrow, but I'm going to head off now, and then send me an email, and then hypnotize, get in the Discord. We'll talk in there. Or if you want to hit me up on email, whatever. All right, brother. That sounds good. We'll get this moving. All right, guys. It's been a pleasure. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Yeah, email me, hypnotize, seriousmedia@gmail. Good night, brother.